Hello, Evuinian. Well, we got two whole people in chat already. Hello, Moaz and Pancake. I forgot what I'm doing today. Oh yeah, the new enemy. I need to finish him still because I'm lazy and I didn't do that.
I'm alive now. Oh wait, no, I haven't hit go live.
You're not
live.
live.
Auto do it.
It's over. It doesn't auto do it. You have to push the button.
It does. I have mine set too.
I should probably do that since it like automatically goes live on Twitch when I hit start streaming anyways. So like.
Yeah, the only thing that I don't have auto. Yeah, I have auto start streaming on YouTube, but I don't have auto stop, so that if it crashes, I can.
Yeah, that's smart. So it doesn't
continue.
like kill the stream.
Yeah, who is this? Dude, Cosmic is like on top of reacting to the
insane
stream notifications. He instantly reacted with awawawa.
Peak.
Let me invite you to the shared chat so that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's a thing. I get that.
You said Moaz was in your chat?
He is. He said meow.
That's so fucked up. You're only in JW's chat.
Yeah, it's the better chat, by the way, in case you're wondering.
I invited you, by the way.
Okay.
Thank you for joining shared chat. That's crazy that this dude's literally like, oh no, dude, I want to duo Dota with you, and then like, here he is, not even in my chat.
Crazy.
Yeah, so true. Give me a minute before stream. I'm actually, are you doing anything right now?
Not really, no.
Okay, well, I'm gonna put Super Cat Vision on anyways, because I'm gonna buy the Celeste soundtrack and put it
in Cool, you do that.
I want to put it in my playlist. Because I was listening to some Celeste music before stream, and I was like, dude, I don't want to stop listening to this. So I'm gonna buy it real quick.
Hello, Hayden. My stream is actually like better. Because you can see both of our avatars like perfectly well. And I have better music. It's like so much better. And you get to like watch actual cool art stuff instead of like boring programming. We hate programmers.
My main monitor. Please don't open my main monitor.
I leave whenever it's Vision. So true.
That's crazy. Who said that? Was that Moaz?
Hello.
Was that Moaz?
Hello and goodbye. Huh? Yeah, Moaz said I leave whenever it's Vision.
Oh, okay.
But he just joined our Twitch chat and immediately left.
Well, I don't know if they actually left. They could have just said that.
Well, they said hello and bye. That obviously means they're leaving.
Well, no, it could be like.
Also, hello, DJs.
Actually,
both streams
put a
suck.
text
No
on screen that just says
insane.
Hold. I'm buying Celeste.
Hello, Muimi.
Give me a moment. There we go. My stream is stuffed. Who cares?
My Twitch stream is definitely better than yours, though. That's for sure.
Yours is? Why?
Yeah, just because it's better.
It seems to be like a JPEG, right?
Anyways, let's see.
Yeah, folder.jpg. Okay, what's the last songs do I add to the playlist?
I don't know, man. I don't know what any of them are called.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put my stream back on.
I forget. How did we say we were gonna do the signals on the egg? It was gonna be on the info somehow.
Oh yeah, I think you would just have like an egg info, and then that would have the signal on it, and then you could connect to that on the dude, wherever it needs to be.
Oh yeah, I guess
you know what I'm talking about, or no?
Yeah. So you'd have a signal that's
definitely resurrections.
Yeah.
Definitely. Hold up, I'm gonna pause.
I can see both chats, so I can see your message. Just so you know.
This one. Scattered and Lost is definitely going
I think you can delete your message, so if you regret saying that, you can delete it.
Damn, this song is 7.5 minutes long. I don't know about that one.
Well, let's see. What was I doing? Shader, not shader, signal. Signal, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah, banger song. I think the reason I did bad at the Rivals tournament yesterday was because I didn't listen to the Celeste soundtrack.
True.
Yeah, that's an 11-minute long song. Okay, there's actually a lot of songs missing from this that I'm not seeing.
So, I need to remember how all this works. I need to be more consistent in like working. I will work a bunch and then not work, and then forget how everything works, and then have to spend a half an hour figuring out how everything works again.
Yeah. Oh, what did you say in my chat? You redacted it before I could see it.
It's
And now I'm
it's
pissed.
not a big deal. It's okay.
Okay.
You don't need to know.
Alright, here's the last music. Alright. We are live. So what I did, oh god. I still have the fucking, the one thing that I added this morning. Do I show that off, JW?
Yes, do it.
Yeah, okay.
We're putting
So
on pretty
instead of
vision
being
there.
productive today with Dante's 9, I woke up at like 10 a.m. and I was like, I'm gonna
Hi, Cosmic.
do something stupid. Hello.
Hello.
That
was awful.
Oh god, that was really bad.
I'm sorry.
Yes. So I did something, which was, I added a boy kisser to Dante's 9, and if I hit him with a brick, he turns into a gajillion pieces. Instead of doing anything productive this morning, this is what I spent my morning doing, which is insane. It's honestly really fun to just like play around with. I'll probably leave the code in the repository if we want to use it for anything. It runs surprisingly well.
Minus bits
Even while
and
I'm
pieces
streaming.
going into the walls, but that's okay.
Yeah, well, that's because they're so small. I can also, I don't know why I did this. I made it modular so I can change how much I want it to split up. So I can say that it can be 8. I can also, I think if I press R, yeah, he reassembles himself. And if I throw a brick at him, you'll see that the pieces are larger now. And I can change how large the pieces are at runtime. I don't know why I did this, but like, it kind of goes crazy.
You're so weird.
Sometimes they go into the wall, but that's an issue.
I think that's just Godot physics being terrible.
It's Godot physics. It might be like a continuous CD thing. Like I might be able to tell it to do cast shape. I don't remember if this did anything. I don't think I tested it after I got it working. No, not a chance. That's fine.
I think we should switch
to
that's a different physics engine.
Nope. Bad. Very bad.
Although isn't there like Box 2D as well? I heard that was good.
Box 2D is also a physics engine, yes.
Yes. I don't think we should try it, but it's something that exists.
I'd be down to try it because it's something that can be swapped out. Godot,
that is true, yeah.
It would be a bit of an issue because you'd have to download the plugin and put it in your base repository, like you did with Reaper. But limitations. Thread safety, double precision builds, cross-platform determinism. That's so fine, dog. Business shapes behave as they bigger than they actually are. I would be interested in trying it out.
Yeah, we can try.
Not today,
possibly.
But we can put that.
Because it is a little annoying. Because like even like the larger gibs and things like that will still get like smashed into walls really easily.
Yeah. Yeah, Box 2D is like a tried and tested like physics engine. It's been around for like a long time.
Yes, I know. Sakei, I switched it back to my vision. Chill. I don't even remember what I'm doing. I guess.
I should make it fall apart into smaller boy kissers. Wait, you're so right. Hold on, I can do this quickly. I can do this. It's funny. I wrote the code in such a way that I could actually just do that. I think I could just say don't turn on the region rect, and then it just works. Let's find out.
Oh dear. Let's see.
Do you want to see it breaks spectacularly? Also, I made it so if I press 1. Do you hear the sound, JW?
Oh, I don't have the sound on your stream, but I heard it in the video you sent.
Do you know what the sound is?
Isn't it the... I don't remember what it was. Is it the hello? Like sped up?
It is the hello.
It's the
hello, and we're choosing a random 10th of a second to play inside of the fucking sound at a random pitch.
That's so cursed.
It's actually so good, dude. Banjo-Kazooie fucking dialogue
Banjo-Kazooie.
Oh.
Oh. It might be over.
Doesn't seem to be particularly happy with that one, and I don't know why.
Bro is at 1 boy kisser per second.
I am. It actually crashed. Uh-oh. Why exactly did it crash? Hello, what?
We're doing really normal things here. Definitely.
Yeah. I wonder what caused that. Like what? Like you know what I'm talking about?
That's so funny.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, thanks, dude.
Kissing boys and you didn't invite me.
You like crashing games, don't you? Banger, banger, banger.
Okay, what? Chill.
Why is it breaking? It shouldn't be.
Somebody screenshot that.
It's
Send
just
it
a sprite,
in
right?
Isle Goblin general chat.
Oh, Goblin.
Don't.
Oh, Goblin. Well, let's just say.
What
is
do
it
I call
because
this
these are
signal?
splitting up into the wrong? Yeah, they are.
We'll call it egg hatch.
Yeah. I'll show off the actual cool shit that I did to the game in just a second. Because I actually did do like a lot of stuff to it yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
I
He
think I
died.
should have both a signal for the egg hatched and the egg being destroyed, because if I connect it to just Q or to tree exited, it's gonna exit the tree either way when it dies.
Yeah,
Like when it
makes
either
sense.
hatches or dies, so I should have one specifically for.
Peak.
What is wrong with these?
It's peak.
It's
peak.
peen.
Let me change the scale. How do I? How would I change the scale? It would be like...
Scale is equal to vector.
No,
2.
I know. Bog hog. Oh my god, dude, you're so right. You shouldn't be, but like, that's okay, I guess. I guess I could do like a vector 2.1 divided by parent scale, which would give me like...
Yeah, I'm just gonna switch back to me
Something.
since I'm just programming. Let me know when you get it working, and I'll show it.
Oh my god, look at it, look at it, look at it, look at it,
Oh,
look
we're
at it.
looking at it.
Dude, it
okay.
actually goes crazy.
Let's see.
It actually goes.
It's not a placeholder
crazy.
for anything. That's the funny part.
It's not. It's not. It is not going to be in the fucking final game. Probably it is.
He just added
a
this
for
for
fun
fun.
thing that I did this morning. I was up until 2:30 last night.
For fun.
I was trying to see if this would work, and then I had an epiphany this morning, and then I figured it out,
Yeah.
and now it works. So yeah.
Least insane Dante 9 developer.
Yeah. Okay.
This better be
Anyways.
the next playtest.
I could add it as an Easter egg. I totally could.
Yeah, we probably will.
There might be an entity in the debug menu next playtest that has those features. So one thing that I added last night was card selection changes. So before, you would hold right click and you would drag left and right to select your card.
Yep.
But it was like really, there were issues with it. You could drag your mouse off the screen.
Yeah.
So now it's just left and right changes where you're at in the thing. Down will pull down from the thing. Up will put you back on the selection. You can't change the position while you're selecting it. If you are done selecting, it will keep that last card selected. And if you scroll, you can change what that card is. And if you were to just right click, it will just use the card without slowing you down. Because I heard from some other people that doing this to try to select the card was like very bad for speedrunners. And I 100% agree. And I honestly will probably end up using this version where you tap right click and you don't get any slowdown and you just use the card. There's also cooldowns. I don't know if those were working last time.
I think you like started on them. I don't think they're working.
Yeah, all of the abilities are also entirely ported over to the new system. So the new system I was working on last stream, which I believe only had like the pistol and maybe the Meow 36, now fully supports all of the weapons that were in before.
Hello, Meow.
Are those supposed to be... Wait, are those supposed to be that color? AW?
What color?
I don't remember what the kunais look like. So they're white and then they hit the wall and they become like dark.
I don't
Is
think
that-
they're supposed to become dark when they hit walls.
Okay, that might be an issue.
That might
for
be
me
a
then.
issue, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back to code on my side.
Yeah.
So we got the two signals, and then we just connect those up. Magic. Where do we want to connect
anyways.
these to? We can connect the destroyed to the animation player.
Shit. Wait, Meow, you're in chat. Did you see what I just did? In did you see the stuff that I did earlier? Or were you not here to see it? It's about
Okay.
You just got
We
here.
gotta do it again.
Oh, we gotta set it back up.
There you go.
Put it back in the level. Where is it? Undo. Oh my god, it's not coming back. Okay, it's in there. It's in room 2. We're fine. We'll set the size to like 2, and then we'll make sure that it has the correct scripts. Region rect. And I think this should be this. Sorry, I have to set it back up. It's like you're going bowling, but the machine doesn't actually work. So you have to like go set it into yourself, and you're like, dude, don't stop throwing the fucking ball down. I haven't put the 9-pin down, you know. So instead of doing anything productive with Dante's 9 this morning, for 3 hours today, I sat here and added this. It's a boy kisser. And when you hit him with a brick, he breaks into pieces. It's very laggy because I set it to 3 or to 2. But you can see that he's just a mush now, which is really funny. But you can also, someone suggested doing this where we have it break into many different boy kissers. So, you know, it's fun. It's like it's a nice little pile of shredded boy kissers.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very normal.
Is it gonna be useful for anything in the game? No, probably not. I'll put it in the objects as like a.
I joined that. Okay,
kisser.
okay.
Did you say?
I
joined that. All right, man.
That.
All right, dog. All right, buddy. You're
Is
done.
there a way to emit a signal from like an animation? If I want to emit like the egg destroyed signal on the animation player, I'm just trying to figure out because it's inside the info, so I'm trying to think how would I get the info and then
give me
emit
2
the signal.
seconds, and I got you. Let me find out where this is going. This is going in object boy kisser. Yeah, thank you. So that's referenced later. So for an animation, I believe. I'd imagine there's a track. Is there not a signal emission track? There's call method.
There's call method, but that only lets me call method on the nodes that are there.
Yes.
Let me look.
Let me think for a second.
Because there is emit signal.
You might not be able to. You might.
On the thing, but that's not gonna work. I don't think. Let me just try this. How do we do this?
What are you emitting it on? Oh, you're emitting it on the actual like character body. Yeah, no, that won't.
I don't think
do
that'll
it.
work. No.
Because it doesn't. Yeah. So this is a bit of an interesting
I could just put it
yeah.
in the egg handler.
Yeah, like a function to do that, and then just like emit it in the egg handler.
Oh, true. So I could have a. Actually, wait. I could just have a function on the egg handler to emit that signal and queue free, and then I can put that method in the call method track.
Yeah. What were you going to do?
That's what I was gonna do.
That's what you were originally going to do?
No,
okay,
what I was originally going to try to do
because you said,
is I was going to try to queue free it and emit the signal from the animation player, like on the track somehow, if there's a way to do that. But there obviously
and then you said you were
going to
emit the signal off of the egg handler through the animation track?
That's what I'm doing now.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I just discovered that I can do that. Is what I'm saying.
Also, yeah, we could use that for destructive walls or something. I don't want to use it too much because as you saw, whenever it was like 2 pixels in size, it was very, very unstable and also very laggy. It's also... actually, it's not that bad. There's a couple of things that I would probably change. But yeah. Wait. Oh my god, I just thought about something. No, this isn't like a bad thing. This might actually like be a very good thing if I get it to work.
Oh, let's go.
I guess this would be a character body, right? Yeah. This feels weird. Are the gibs on a specific layer? Like, do they have their own collision layer?
No, I don't think so.
What are they on?
They might be on their own collision layer.
They are. I'm just looking it up. Don't worry. Yeah, Gibbs has their own collision layer. They can collide.
Oh, okay. I was right.
Do you want Gibbs to collide with each other or not?
No, not really, because that causes a lot of weird stuff, and also it makes it a lot easier to like smash them into the ground.
Yeah.
Which I want to avoid that as much as possible.
Yeah, they're gonna collide with ground, not the player anymore, and I'm gonna add a new layer on layer 9. This sucks. I always hate adding a new layer past the first 8 because it feels gross, but like, we have 32 for a reason.
Actually, yeah, wait, yeah, we do have 32. Never mind. I was about to say
yeah, we have 32
more,
as
but...
fuck. Yeah,
I don't know
think
if that's enough
compile the
layers,
engine
to be honest.
64, but well, we're fine, I would say.
Fine.
What would I call this? It's like gib pusher or some shit. Because I have some ideas.
Hello, Sick. Welcome back to the better chat.
That's so fucked up, and you know it. Layer 9 collides with that, I think. What I want.
Last name, egg info. I'm informing the eggs. I should add Celeste music to my stream as well.
You're actually so right. I'm gonna reopen a Celeste song. I'm sorry if you guys are enjoying Donkey Kong Country.
This guy
Pothead Bop,
is addicted to Celeste music. It's kind of insane.
We're gonna listen to Scattered and Lost because this song is a banger.
Egg info. Egg info. Dot egg destroyed. Dot emit.
I'm curious.
Look at that.
What is this?
And then we queue free.
Oh, dude. Oh, I keep forgetting that this.
Has that guy even played Celeste? Are you talking about me? I literally just finished all of Celeste. And I think
Where's
Biddy
that
has
guy,
too.
me?
We both
I
have.
have, yes.
We both have.
I
so.
have played Celeste.
Whoever you're talking about,
Maybe
you're wrong.
twice, I don't remember. Whoever you're talking about, you're wrong is crazy.
Yep.
This guy fucking hates people in chat.
It's okay. It's just okay. We're allowed to bully him.
Oh, it's okay. Never mind. You're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah. Be
You
even
know, I
better if it was
played
Moaz,
Celeste like many years ago. So the answer is
but
yes.
It's kind of goated. I just finished it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are these still colliding with... Are you telling them to collide with the player? You fucking are.
What did I do?
Nothing, dude. Why does it feel like my monitor has washed out colors right now? Weird.
It probably does. I don't know.
What is this? What is this? There's a collision object that spawned from this guy that stayed there. Oh, maybe it was a bullet.
I did not finish
Wait.
the DLC.
I know what it is.
Ow. Huh? What is it?
Yes, whenever you get hit with a bullet, the object stays in the level.
What does?
This guy, so you can see if I get hit with a bullet, it
Wait,
stays.
what am I looking at?
I guess it's not all the time. It's sometimes. It's really weird.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, is it if the bullet dies within a certain amount of time of being spawned? Or something? Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'll have to double check what's happening there.
Interesting. It can't deal damage though anymore, right? Obviously not.
No. No, it doesn't
That
have
is weird.
hitbox. It looks like that's the rigid body staying there, I'm assuming.
Okay. What am I connecting? Egg handler.
Straight up connecting it. I actually know if I have the Celeste DLC. I should play through Celeste again and then do the bonus content. Because it's been a while since I've played it, and I never finished the...
Yeah, I like I tried the deal, like to go to the DLC area, then it was like, this is locked, you have to like do something to get to it, and I was like, I give up.
Is that the DLC area? I thought that was
I think
just
so.
bonus stuff.
Maybe it's just
I didn't
bonus
think
stuff.
that
I
was
thought that
DLC.
was the DLC.
I don't know. I have no clue. How's that bubble around Dante? I'm trying to mess with something, but it's not
I don't know.
100% doing what I want.
Okay, so we delete
I
there.
don't know why.
We need like 16 crystal hearts. I don't even think I have one, to be honest.
Put them in the crystal. I thought it was like 4, or I thought it was somewhere between like 4 and 7. I thought. Is it 16?
I think it was 4.
I thought it was like not a lot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like didn't get any of the collectibles whatsoever. I think I got like 1 B-side and like 5 strawberries.
Yeah, the B-side tracks are actually so good. After the stream, I'm purchasing that soundtrack as well, so I can put it in the playlist. It's really funny that I started listening to Celeste music as like a Rivals joke, but then like actually it's just like bangers now.
Yeah,
I'm addicted to
Meowj,
listening
UI
to
design
Celeste
is
music.
really hard because you have to like make it look nice and make it
Function.
work and function.
Yeah.
So I'm scared of it too. Don't worry.
Where the fuck is this happening? Something is setting its collision mask to 1. No, not this.
There's another
have no
barrier
clue
after
where
the
this is.
4. Oh, that sounds really annoying.
Ah, that makes sense actually. That makes so much sense. Celeste is banger. Banger, banger, banger. Let me... I'm like very surprised on this because I don't know why this is like absolutely fucking up. It shouldn't be. Where are you being set? You're also not taking any of my changes.
That's awkward.
Like, at all? Is it because this is static var? What if I just made this const instead? I wonder if it's like holding that in the Godot cache.
Okay, does this work now?
Oh, I've got the input mode set, so I can't even do anything. You're making custom UI for your Pix Square?
It's a pixel art program.
Okay, I see. Makes sense. It's crazy. I don't like that, JW. I don't like that you knew what a program was and I didn't. Felt wrong.
Oh, invalid property or key egg destroyed. Huh?
Something's null.
Oh,
Something hasn't been
egg
set.
info is null.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't set the enemy info, did I? No, I didn't. That's awkward.
How are these being spawned? You have like different ways of setting this, right? Or something.
Hmm?
Spawning Gib.
Yeah,
Gib.
we need to figure out how to do that. Hello, Echo.
So I will say, one thing that I do like is that you have both a scene way and a functional way of spawning it. I don't know if it's the best way. I haven't really worked with them very much. I've noticed that they're sometimes inconsistent, but I think that might be some other parts of the code that are doing that.
Oh yes, I also wanted to do the thing where we could automatically or dynamically change the size of the collision shape based on the size of the sprite that you input into the function.
Yeah.
So that way there's less parameters.
Hello.
Hello.
Why is this? You have a scene specifically for this one, don't you? Oh my god, you do.
One? Which one?
Specifically, the flying enemy. I remember this has a specific scene that says, "I'm dead," and spawn gibs of.
Yeah, it uses the spider gibs.
Yeah. Which is like a scene called Spider Gib, Fire Spider Gib Death. This thing is completely separate from everything else.
Yep.
Which I don't know why.
Because I think I made that one pretty close to GodotCon and I didn't have enough I didn't feel like trying to make a new death animation.
Both of our streams, dude, holy shit. Stream max.
Mine's better.
Okay. Well, that didn't. Does that guy also have his own death?
Which guy?
Ground enemy fire.
I think he might. I don't remember.
So what does use the gib object script?
The worm.
The worm is the only one that currently uses that? Okay. Do these all use the same? These all use the same script, right? Rigid body object. Okay, I have to go looking through the code now.
Let me know if you need.
Yeah, this is something I would like to change if possible.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I know that this is probably like super old code.
It is super old code.
Yeah, that's okay. It just gives me more work to do, which is fine. I don't mind that. rigid body object is being used in rigid body object.gd. Okay, rigid body object.tsc in. That makes sense. That totally makes sense. This is used in all of these guys. Okay,
Why
so
is
these
this
do all
not
use the
working?
exact same script, which means that I can say set collision mask value 1 false, and then say 9 is true. And then I can also say, I think that might just be a
Let me reload the
ton of
scene.
timers and food orders and combo bars. Just try not to get lost in signal hell. Signal hell is like my least
Yeah,
favorite place
it's
to be
just
in
the
Godot.
something wasn't working.
But oh no, I was talking
There
about
we go. Oh, sorry.
Meowge's message in chat.
Meowges. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, signal hell is
Yes.
probably like the worst place you can be in Godot. I'll
It
be
is
honest.
pretty terrible.
As I'm finding out with some older code that I wrote.
I'm in Unity. I'll be
Okay,
in
so
event
now I
hell.
don't collapse.
Rip. You should
What'd you
switch
say,
to
sorry?
Godot. Godot's better.
Oh, you're in
We
Unity.
love
Well,
Godot. In case it wasn't obvious.
okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Use whatever engine you prefer.
Okay, yeah.
Even if it is as gross as Unity or Unreal.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you can use whatever engine you want, like even if it's bad.
Yeah, so long
you
as
know?
it's a cool one that we like. Oh, no, that's fair. No, Unity's fine. Honestly, I still think so. Even though I personally don't like using it, I think Unity's fine. So, oh shit, I'm pressing the wrong fucking buttons. I just opened up 4 menus at once on accident. Spawn enemy, ground enemy, fire you. Okay. You still get pushed by the thing. That sucks.
There we go. Should be able to kill the eggs now.
Give me a second. Let me read chat and eat my cereal.
Okay, you still can't kill the eggs.
You want to follow the full development live stream of this game so you can make the same one like this in Godot engine. Yeah. I mean, people ask me a lot of questions and I answer them. So I should, dude, that would be like a crazy thing for me to do. What if I made a tool or something that whenever someone asks a question, I can jot that down, or like I can press a button and it'll be like question asked at this time in the stream, and then I can go back into all of my VODs and timestamp them, and then like put some way for people to search those questions and see what my answers were.
That would be crazy.
That'd be kind of cool. That'd be kind of cool, actually. I mostly tried Unreal, but what is signal hell? So signals in Godot, if you know any like actual computer science terms, it's Godot's version of the pub/sub pattern or observer pattern. Those are basically the same thing, where you have an object that has a thing called a signal on it, and it can choose to emit that signal, and other objects can choose to connect that signal emission to their functions, so that an object can do something and say, I did this, and regardless of whether something is listening to it or nothing's listening to it or a bunch of things are listening to it, it doesn't change the way that it works inside of the object, and everything connected to it receives that input. One issue with signals is that you can connect a signal to a function which emits a signal, which emits another signal, and so on. And then you can end up looping around signals where you can very much, like, you can end up in a very, very, like, twisty-turvy path around your signals. And that's what I call signal hell, is, like, I emitted a signal, and it ended up somewhere I didn't want it to. You want to follow my old live streams? So they're actually on the channel. I have them unlisted just because I want to make them a little bit easier to... I guess, well, unlisting them doesn't really make much sense there, but I like to keep that kind of more recent. There are playlists where all of the streams that I've ever done are on it. Let me see if I can pull up my channel on YouTube and I'll show you. So if you want to see any of those streams, you can go to playlists. So here's all the Dante's 9 dev streams that I've been doing with JW or Tempura Cat here, from newest to oldest, and then a few months ago, well, not that one. A few months ago, I had a series where I was working on a roguelike. But yeah, so those are here. I haven't finished putting this playlist together, but I should. Communicating between classes and objects, yeah, pretty much. In a way that it's still kind of coupled because the object itself has a reference to the thing that has the signal, but it's the responsibility is on the listener and not the whatever the hell it's called. What am I trying to say? The responsibility is on the listener, not the person emitting, so that you can write completely separated components from the rest of systems and then only opt into those if the system is present. Which is very, very, very handy. No, not you. Actually, no, you will be fine. How do I change the lifetime of these gibs? They're called like rigid body or something, right? Rigid
yeah,
body
it's
object?
like rigid body. I think it's like rigid
God.
body gib object or something like that. Yeah, don't look at it.
Holy. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's okay. It's old code. We all write shitty old code at some point. I
Yeah.
literally looked at code that I wrote like
Yeah,
recently, and I was like, man, this sucks. Oh wait. So I could do position dot normalized direction. Switch that around, and this should be the direction now. Oh my god, dude, I'm writing some crazy shit. Right? Because it would be if the top left was where it was, flipping that around would point at bottom right, which means that I could say velocity is equal to direction, and I could have this guy. Oh no. Okay.
Let's see.
Oh, no, it is moving. Oh, it is. Okay.
What? Yeah.
I'm doing some wild shit. Don't even worry about it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to signal. Signal, you know? I'm thinking.
Signal. He's signaling it.
I'm signaling it. Oh, I guess I should probably... Should I just keep... I guess I could just keep track of the count of... No, I should probably... I'm going insane. It's okay. Everything's fine.
Yeah, you got this, man. Oh my god, I did it. I did it, JW.
He did it. What did you do?
I did it.
Hmm?
What did I do? Oh, well, that didn't do it right. Hold on. The gibs no longer get pushed into the ground because they're no longer colliding with the player. There's this object on top of the player that is attempting to collide with them, so they're equalizing their forces, so it isn't pushing them into the ground anymore.
Oh, okay, that's nice. So it just kind of like pushes them a little bit.
Yeah, and if you didn't have debug collision shapes on, it would look like you're just playing the game and there's no collision or anything. It might feel a little weird at times because you like try to push against something and it doesn't work, and that could use some tweaking, but like it doesn't stick them in the ground anymore, which is one of your biggest issues, I think, that you said.
Yeah.
So I can just like, it looks like the player's kind of pushing them around and influencing them, but like yeah, you can see that I literally can't push it in the wall because the collision shape is now like up here or something.
That's nice, yeah.
Yeah. So the player does influence it, just not.
That's a lot better,
well,
yeah.
Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, there's like a gajillion ways we could have done this. I could have just looked for gibs inside of the players, like a radius around the player, and then like push them in the direction the player's moving, but like whatever.
Yeah, but this looks like it works fine.
And I could probably like mess with this number and make it like a little bit better.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Does Godot have 2D lighting and a mesh-based line renderer? Not inherently. Well, actually, sorry. 2D lighting, yes. You can actually see it here. It's a little bit hard to see. But there's actually this hard shadow line right here. And this kind of area right here is lit under the player, while this over here isn't. So there is lighting in Godot in 2D. As for mesh-based line rendering, you may have to build it out yourself. I have done it. So like the yarn ball. this is like a mesh that I've set up. It wasn't the most terrible thing in the world because it does provide a lot of nice methods. Is there a line renderer? There's a line 2D. Okay, yeah, there's a line 2D actually. Never mind. Yeah, so there is a mesh-based line renderer. I probably could have just used that, but like,
yeah,
whatever.
Yeah, maybe we can try that if you run into
honestly.
like performance issues. I don't know if that's more or less performant.
Probably a little bit more performant because it's probably written in C++.
Yeah.
And they probably know a little bit more about the optimization of what would work best. But okay, yeah. So that was rigid body stuff. What else was I gonna show off? Is there something else? Let's see. I don't remember. There were no new cards. Pumpkin isn't different. The Meow 36 is fine. Needs a different sound. I need to fix that. Yeah, I can fix that actually. What was the sound for the Meow 36 called?
The sound. It was called like Rifle 1, I think.
It was called like Rifle 1.
Yep.
Like Rifle 1? Fair enough.
Yeah, I did a silly. I forgot that I wanted to pass in the egg and the enemy when I emit the signals. So that way I can store them, and keep track of all of them. So now I need to go through all that and remember where I am actually doing that. Good here.
Can I reset this to like default color palette? Sorry, my monitor might flash for a second. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's up with my monitor. Everything feels like washed out as fuck right now on my monitor. Actually, I'm looking at my other monitor. Yeah, I think this does look more washed out. I wonder if it's because I upped my refresh rate. Let me see if I can turn that back down and if it looks... It does. Yeah, okay. Well, we're gonna leave you on 144 hertz then, bud.
That's what we want.
Which is fine. 144 versus 165 is like not the biggest deal, so I'm fine with taking that hit. I would like to figure out what's going on with that though, because it shouldn't be, because it's DisplayPort, right? Yeah. Weird. That's actually
okay.
Anyone in chat know why? Anyone in chat know anything about what signals can be carried over DisplayPort? I know that's a super specific question.
I guess I'm not in chat, so I shouldn't answer that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not. That's fine though. I mean, if you knew anything, that'd be cool. Like about the
I don't know anything.
DisplayPort thing.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything.
Head empty.
Yeah, because so my monitor runs at 165. It's possible to go to 165. But I put it up to 165 because I realized it wasn't today, and then the colors got washed out, and I just switched it back to 144. And like honestly, it doesn't bother me. I can do 145 as long as it's not like 60 FPS, or 60 hertz. It was giving me worse colors while it was on 165, which is a little weird, but whatever. You said it was called like Rifle 1.wav.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Also, did you answer Jax's question?
Oh, just checking. What are y'all doing? I'm working on more of the spawner enemy hive guy, and I don't know what Biddy's doing.
I am working on a couple miscellaneous fixes before I get into the big thing that I want to do today, which is I want to work on sticker placement and see if I can get that system. Okay, yeah, that works. That sounds better. Is there a timescale being added to this? Time and manager. I guess it would be going through this function, right? Adding timescale. I should add the ability to disable that. I don't know if I like the timescale when you're shooting, I'll be honest.
The timescale when you're shooting?
Yeah.
Yeah, on the Meow 36. Or both.
That and the pistol.
You can get rid of them.
I kind of like just having
I honestly don't think there was one on the Meow 36 before.
There was.
If there was, it was like
which
really
is why I'm
small.
noticing
okay. Yeah, I kind of noticed that
because they're using the same. They're using the same code now.
Okay.
They're using very similar code now. Actually, they're using the exact same code. It's just different parameters.
Oh, that's crazy.
Because now the Meow 36, fun fact, is tied to an animation, and that's it.
It was before, just not as
yeah,
tied to the animation.
Yeah, so it plays the shoot thing now. I want to change this from an animation at some point, but whatever.
I'll have to check out how that works.
Yeah, it just calls the shoot function inside of the base. What is this thing called? It's like base gun ability or something. I guess it's just called pistol ability for some reason. But yeah, the shoot function just does the general use stuff. And it has this, so the shot damage scale, and then whatever components you need if you need them. But it's all animation driven now because the animation player is my savior. Yeah, I like it.
Oh, why does this extend node? This should extend node 2D. I think. No, it should extend
does the same thing.
body.
You change the refresh rate depending on what you're doing. I'm gonna check something really quickly. I'm curious if the refresh rate is different, or if the colors look even more different at 60 hertz. I'm not going down to 60 hertz permanently because that's like, oh, I can't even go down to 60 hertz. It's only 85.
Crazy.
That's weird, but okay. Nah, it looks the exact same. Weird. Very weird.
Very weird.
Yeah, I don't know. No clue. Yeah, that's very interesting. I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm kind of glad that I found that out. And that I'm not usually using 165 because if my monitor looked like shit. But I got like, what is that, like 21 more hertz? Whatever. Like that's like nothing. Yeah. What if we made Dante's 9 a 24 FPS game?
What if we like... Yeah, I don't know.
No, dude, it's like cinematic. It's cinematic experience.
True.
Dude, we should have a cinematic mode where it's 24 FPS max and it has black bars on the top and bottom.
That's a great idea.
Temporal anti-aliasing. I do have an NVIDIA GPU, yeah. Unfortunately. Although I'm not like due for an upgrade. Oh, I just poked myself in the eye. I'm not due for an upgrade. Yeah, I did change the colors I didn't change the colors. It's just I'm glad that I don't have to. So I'm just gonna keep it on 144. I'm not gonna go through the trouble of trying to figure out why it's doing that. Okay.
How do you keep track of what scripts are which? I always spend like 12 hours trying to remember which script does what and which one I need to click on.
Are you talking about which script does what based on its name?
Yeah, I think it's just a skill issue. It's just I have a million scripts that are called like enemy this, enemy that, egg this, egg that. And
well, because I don't look at it as like the name over here. I usually will do like a control P and then type in the name of the script because I know where I want to go.
Yeah.
So I think much more in the text versus the where is it over here.
My brain just doesn't process things.
Fair enough. That's okay. Also, yeah.
I think
not that your advice is bad, by the way, Echo. I do appreciate it, and I might look into it, but I think if it ends up being too much trouble, I'm okay with just like sacrificing a little bit of refresh rate for having vibrant colors on my monitor.
So wait, I'm passing the egg into the signal, and then I'm Q-freeing it. It still will that remove it from the... I'm trying to think.
Sorry, what's up?
If I do, so I'm connecting
on screen while I'm looking at your code.
When I'm either deleting the egg or the egg is hatched, I'm connecting or I'm emitting the egg hatch signal and then passing in the owner, which is the egg itself. Then I'm Q-freeing it. Is Q-freeing it like it'll still pass it in, right? Even though it's Q-freed.
Well, so I think you are missing something about signals, which is that they are run inline. So every function connected to that signal on line 44 will run before the Q-free happens.
Okay, then we're good.
Yes.
Because
it will all happen.
Okay, that'll go in, remove this from the list, and then Q-free it. Okay.
Yep. So everything gets run before you're allowed to run any more code off of signals. Nothing is concurrent.
That makes sense. Yeah. I think you said that before. I just forgot.
I have, but intuitively it would make sense for them to be concurrent.
Yeah.
Or concurrent, but everything is single-threaded. Nothing is concurrent.
Yeah.
Unless you are specifically saying do this concurrently.
Okay, then that
It's
should
just
be
something you have to
good.
kind of drill in your head, because like other languages, other engines and things do have things like that. Like if you ever work in JavaScript, you just like you push things off to like the next call or whatever, and that ends up being concurrent. And that you do a lot of concurrency in JavaScript. You don't do it in script like basically ever, unless you're specifically going out of your way to do it.
So I think this is almost set. I need to figure out how I'm going to get the signals from the enemy itself that the egg spawns, because that's like 2 layers deep in there. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, sure. I have an answer for you, but I'll let you think for a little bit and see if you got something.
Yeah. I feel like it would have to be something through the egg, but I'm not sure. What's the right answer?
No, you can think about it, man. You got this.
I got this.
I mean, okay, so just a reminder. There are times that you could come up with something that I don't think of because I have a solution in my head and I'm not going to keep searching for one.
That's true.
So there is a chance that you find something that works better.
Let me just make sure I have all this set better now.
What am I doing? I'm just like sitting here.
Connecting those.
I'm writing down a list of things that I want to do. Let's do that. Context 9 docs. Stream. Let me look. Oh yeah, okay. I guess I can also talk about this, but let me make a note of what I want to do today first after I do that. On 29th. I would like to... Here, hello. You guys get to see this. I would like to... Why are you not? Checkbox. Dash space. Oh, okay. I would like to... 2 things would be the sticker read word / table, whatever it ends up being, and then procedural generation. I would like to dip my toes into either of these today. I don't think that either of these will be particularly. I guess this would be random generation. Sorry, the buzzword. I don't think either of these will be fully complete today. So I kind of have to go into that with the knowledge that this is not going to be a function complete thing. So the upgrade forge / table would need to be... Is the forge still where we want to upgrade the stickers? Or place the stickers on things?
Probably.
Or would it be something else?
We might need to like think through that, because there's been like a lot of things that we changed since I originally
there's been a lot of shit that happened since you ever put the forge in the game.
I'm like, I still don't know how I want to do the deck building stuff. So many things I have to think of.
I mean, that's like game design, you know. You should ask Idea Guy.
True, that's a good idea.
It's a terrible.
We need more idea guys.
This keyboard's starting to go. We need less idea guys in the world. We need more do it guys.
Let's see if this works. Bullet print.
Okay, so this would require the table interaction. This would pop UI, or I guess.
Oh, I didn't set the
which hard to upgrade. Pop UI with selection stickers. Apply upgrade. And then that, I think all of that's there actually, so that'll be fine. So for random generation, I would like to kind of think about the way I would want it to work out. So I guess not prototype, but like block out design of like what a level would look like, or like of algorithm. Whatever considerations need to be made. I'm trying to think. So I guess the parts for generating the level is like picking rooms, then finding an open exit to already placed rooms, connecting to that room, and then adding open exits to potential connections. And then I would also like to...
Getter. Oh, it's saying the signal is already connected.
Jesus.
Where is it connecting it again?
Attempt to connect to non-connected rooms. You need things by type. Like, oh, sorry, I missed another message from yours. I'm so sorry. But you name it by type, like enemy, goblin, fire attack, ranged. Yeah, that might be a little verbose for something like this, but I do agree that like having something that you can search up by name like that is good.
Do you have any idea why this error might be showing up? It's saying that the signal's already connected.
Sure.
Here in the eggs, but theoretically it should only be calling this once for each egg.
Sure. Give me just a second.
Okay.
Let me read this. You're gonna have to test the line renderer yourself. It may be better than one than you recreating one in Unity. If it works for your purposes. It probably will. If it's based on what I've been using for like the yarn stuff, or it's not based on, if it's a similar idea, then I think that's fine. I think it would do what you need. Let me move you to the main monitor so I can take a look at your code. Alright, what's up?
It's saying signal, egg destroyed, and egg hatched. Already connected to given callable. Cooper spawner removed, spawned list. Yeah, it's saying they're already connected.
So spawned egg equals egg.instantiate. What is, so can you show me what egg is just to make sure that this isn't like an existing thing that it is?
Egg is a exported
okay.
pack scene, yeah.
Okay. Oh, yes, I know what's wrong with it. Your enemy info is not being duplicated.
Oh.
Yep. So
Wait.
Go into your enemy script. So we got a couple of things in here. So you can see how you're doing if enemy info equals enemy info.duplicate true.
Oh, it's in the ready.
That's in
so
the
is
ready,
that.
Yes. So that's
and
using
that's,
the original one. So
yeah.
Here's something that there's a couple of clever ways we could do some shit with this, and I'm trying to think if we want to do something clever, if we just want to do something that works.
Could we do a get function here?
So it's gonna be a get or a set. I'm trying to think of which one we want to go with.
I feel like it would just be like get.
You're doing it on the wrong function.
Wait, what? Oh yeah.
You're doing it in hit flash.
Wait, I forget how to do this.
Yeah, no, that's okay.
Yeah, like this.
Parentheses, yeah.
Yeah.
So, there's a couple of things that I think I would
couldn't we just
consider with
go
this.
like this?
Yes, however... So,
Like
I guess we can walk through why that won't work.
Okay.
So if you were to try doing git, or if you were trying to do enemy info on something, every single time, it would duplicate that. Which means that you would have many copies of it, which is not great. Because it's a resource. Although I think, are those ref counted? I think resources are ref counted at the end of the day, but like still you don't want to do that because you're gonna lose connections or everything's gonna be like sporadic.
Couldn't we just have like a value to like a boolean that just says if it's been duplicated or not?
So we could do that. That is totally also a thing. Let me think about this for just a moment. There's a couple ways we could do it. We could have... Because we're not going to be setting enemy info anywhere, right? Like,
no.
At runtime.
No.
This will only be in the editor. So, let me run you by this idea. You can tell me if you like this or hate this, or we can do the thing that you're doing with the Boolean flag. That's totally... Both of these are valid, I think. It's kind of just a preference thing. So, line... We will say between 7 and 8 to make a new line.
Yeah.
So make a var here, not an export, just a regular var, and call it underscore enemy info, or underscore info, or whatever.
Yeah.
And give the type enemy info. Okay, and then in your kick down a line on 9, and then add set parentheses val colon, and then kick that down a line. Or sorry, colon on the end of it.
Yeah.
And then do underscore enemy info equals val.duplicate true. Or I guess also if val, and then do that.
If val,
right
yeah.
that, if, yeah. And then you can also
Hi Moaz.
I don't know if you need to do this.
I don't know.
Click down a new line, tab back, and then do enemy info equals val, just like the regular one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then in your getter function, you can return underscore enemy info instead of all that. So what we're doing here, because this setter will be run the second the game runs, or anytime this is instantiated.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize it runs when you create it.
Yeah, you should be able to. So you could also do a print inside of there to see every time it's called. But it should, based on what I understand of the processes of the engine, whenever you run it, it will duplicate that, assign that into enemy info. Then anytime we want to try to get that back, it will return us our actual internally stored version so that we can't actually receive enemy info. This will work, I think, because it's not a tool script. If it was a tool script, it would be an issue, but I think this might be fine.
I'm low-key gonna crash out, but I can't figure out why. He's literally me.
Why are you crashing out?
I don't know. Well, it looks like it's working. Oh.
Nice.
I hit
you
something.
have errors. You have errors.
I think that was because I hit one of the eggs. That wasn't because of the... Yeah, it's not because of the... Yeah, this is something else here.
Okay. Alright, back to biddy screen. Actually, can you do me a favor? I'm gonna put you back on the screen. Can you reload the... can you show me the goober in the editor?
Goober in the editor.
Yeah, like the one with the end. Yeah, so that guy's got an info. Can you click on his field and just see like fire goober egg? So he has an info, right?
Yeah, here.
Yep. Can you reload the project?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that this isn't getting dropped because we're not returning the value that it might expect. I think it should be fine, but I just want to double check.
Alright, see ya, Echo.
Goodbye, Echo. Okay, that looks like that's fine. Okay, cool.
Cool.
I just wanted to make sure that you could also set it resource local as scene as well instead of doing the duplicate, but that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Almost there.
They're like the exact same.
Oh, I still need to
a little bit more
figure out
explicit, I guess.
how to send the signals up and down.
Yeah. Okay. So I think.
So it needs some way to connect.
These are the things that I want to do. God, which of these do I want to do? This could be really cool.
Oh wait. I know what I could do. In the hatch. Sorry. In the hatch.
I'm just speaking to myself.
Function or hatch signal, I could pass in both the egg and the enemy that's being spawned. So that way it can remove the egg from the list and then add the enemy that's being spawned to the list and then connect the signal on the enemy that's being spawned for when it dies.
Yeah, that works probably.
What was your idea?
I don't remember.
Okay.
What was my idea? My idea was... okay. My idea was slightly different. Which was... Honestly, yours is probably a little bit better. For this one.
Let's go ahead.
My
with our
idea was going to be.
I'm better than Biddy.
Yeah, mine was going to be to pass the spawner to the spawned enemy so that it has a reference to where it came from.
Yeah, I thought of that at the beginning as well.
You could just omit that.
Yeah.
Without a reference being there, which is fine, because then you can hold on to them more. You don't have to do like null checking and things like that.
Yeah.
So
this is like a lot of annoying signal stuff, but I think it's better.
The one thing that I might say, is, are you adding it to the tree and then emitting the signal, or are you emitting the signal and then adding it to the tree?
I don't know yet. You mean for the? I can do either. For spawning the guy from the egg.
Yes.
Yeah, I can do either.
You can try both, honestly. I mean, it's just gonna be like alt and up the line of code before add child or whatever.
Or
I want to say
backspace, and then retype the entire thing.
Let me see. So if you were to add it to the scene first, all of its ready function would run, which is fine. If you were to not, then it would run its ready function afterwards, which means you could listen to the ready signal if you wanted to, but I don't think you would. It might. My gut is telling me that it would be better for it to be after it's been added to the scene, but I don't know why.
I'm just gonna try something and see if it works.
Okay.
Let me go and change the signals first. So an egg info.
Yeah. I don't think it's gonna make a big difference, to be honest with you. I don't think it's gonna make a difference at all.
Enemy. Is the enemy base?
Oh yeah. Dude, I literally wrote a comment. Should potentially create some class for all enemies or use some other solution. Dude, you're literally doing that.
Let's go. I'm doing his job for him.
Yup. That's exactly what's happening.
That's okay, because he's doing my job for me too by writing all the code.
I hate to be like the lamest motherfucker in the world. I think I'm gonna do the sticker stuff. I think I want to think a little bit more about procedural generation before I do it on stream.
That's probably a good idea.
Well, yeah, but I do want to do the procedural stuff on stream because I would want that to be something in a pod that people could watch if they needed to.
That's true, yeah. I am so much better about thinking about things on stream. When I'm not streaming, I just get distracted so fast.
Yeah, true.
But here it's like, no, I can't open Counter-Strike while streaming. I mean, I could, but like that would be really awkward.
Sorry, we're back to the Bliss soundtrack.
Now I don't remember which.
I'm really thinking about buying the B-side right now. Hold on, let me look at this.
I need to, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna close all of my script tabs, and I'm only going to open the ones that I need.
You're right. I'm gonna hit close all scripts, and I'm gonna keep scrolling Bandcamp really quickly while this freezes and closes all the scripts.
Now I forget which scripts I need. So we need Goober Spawner. Wonderful name.
Wait, what was the
Egg Handler.
What were you? Oh, it was the Mirror Temple, right? Oh shit, you're loud.
Mirror Temple's good.
Yeah. Mirror Temple's good.
I think that was probably my favorite area. Minus, I didn't really like the keys. Like, that made it annoying having to search around for the keys. But I like the red bubbles. They were really fun.
Yeah. God, Celeste is such a good game.
True.
And you held off on playing it for so long.
Yeah, then I was like, I don't want to play annoying multiplayer games today. And then I played Celeste.
You can now I'm playing Hat in Time. Procrastinate, real as fuck. Dude, Hat in Time's also really good.
Yeah, the movement is so fun. You just
dude,
hop around.
Have you learned about perfect rolls yet?
No.
Okay.
I just started.
Do you want to know?
You can show me later, or you can tell me now. I don't care.
Well, I can tell you right now. So you know how you do a dive?
Yeah.
And whenever you land on the ground, you do a little slide, and then you can press the button to pop back up.
Yeah.
If you hit the button to pop back up as you touch the ground, you do a perfect rollout, and you get a little speed boost.
That's so fun.
Yeah, and it does a little sound or whatever.
That's sick.
Not it's like a yeah. It's just it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So we need to connect this.
Forge. I'm gonna add that. Just spelled Frogue. Froge. So What was your plan with the Forge originally? What were you doing with it?
The Forge.
Or
It
was
was
it-
originally going to be you could just edit your deck and switch things with cards between your inventory and your deck. Because before there was the
At the
inventory.
Forge,
Yes,
you
at
mean?
the Forge.
Okay. Gotcha. What's the interact key? E.
Ferg.
Oh yeah, you've got this old
We love Ferg.
thing. Ferg.
Big Ferg hours.
Yeah, so what do we want to do with this? This doesn't actually like functionally do anything, right? I can't
What?
close this. Does that functionally do anything? Redeal cards? No. This UI right here doesn't like actually do anything, right?
Let me look. It does.
It does.
Theoretically.
Oh, I was not aware of that. Theoretically. Oh.
If you,
yeah,
well,
there goes the
now you
deck.
don't have any cards.
I see. Okay.
But theoretically, if you
Interesting.
click on them, they should swap between the inventory and the deck.
Okay. I'm gonna probably change a few things here. Do you want me to leave this code here, or do you want me to? Are you okay with me just like
You can
obliterating
kill
this?
the entire thing. It was really terrible.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. I just wanted to make sure, like, if you wanted to keep this in here
No,
for like
no,
we're gonna come
I
back
don't
to this
care.
later, or like whatever.
I'm sure you can make it 10 times better in like half the time.
Fair enough. Well, I don't know about that, but
That's why you
see.
work here.
So let's. What are the chances I can pull up Photoshop without it doxing me in some way? I guess we're about to find out.
Let's go.
Ooh, I've just
Don't need
learned
to put
something
this anywhere.
absolutely terrible.
What?
Thank you, OBS. Very cool.
Hmm.
OBS has a spot down in the bottom right that shows me how long I've been live down here,
Oh, cool.
which
been an
I
hour.
just now learned about. And that means that I'm going to now self-consciously be checking that whenever I start working on something. And then later, whenever I'm about to finish it, I will look at how long it took me to do that. Which is going
Yep.
to be a very unhealthy thing.
It's okay. I already do that, and I judge you for it. So
Can I hide that, actually?
I don't know.
Let's see. Let's see if we can do that.
It's like Google
Tools,
store.
Help. View? Status bar. Okay, that gets rid of the entire status bar. Can I, like... Hopefully this doesn't have anything important on it. I guess I'll leave it up here for a little bit for anyone who wants to dox me if there's anything there. Yeah, I guess I can't... I mean, maybe I can... I'll just kill the status bar, I think. I think that's fine. I don't really
Yeah.
need it to be there. Okay, it's gone. Both of these, so true. Where does that show up again? That shows up in multi-chat. Yeah. Okay. So inside of Photoshop, I don't see my name anywhere, so I think I'm fine to just like pull this onto screen and start writing some shit down.
Yeah.
What color do I use? I use a purple, right?
I'm going to change the name of Goober Spawner to Egg Spawner. So originally I was going to try to
No.
make it like reusable for anything, but there's some
He's killing
things
the goobers.
like having to pass in the spawned enemy of the egg where it wouldn't really make it practical
Whatever,
to
dude.
use it for anything. We can always just copy it.
This is goober
simplify
erasure.
it. Yeah.
By the way.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, what is this? I'm Gollum and my code is precious. My code is my precious. That's a terrible mindset. It's difficult to stop. Absolutely. I still do kind of feel that sometimes, which pisses me off because I don't really like it feels like an attack against me even though I don't want it to be. Which I hate. For the most part, I've gotten a lot better at that though. Like especially out of college with like code reviews and things like that. But okay, drawing tablet's hooked up. I can zoom in. So the sticker menu. Is going to do a couple of things. So it's going to first bring up a selection of your current cards, and you can click one to upgrade. So this means, so we need an card selection, and we're also going to need, well, the card selection would look something like what? Should it be? I feel like I'm gonna end up remaking this UI like 8 different times throughout the entire project.
Yep, and that's okay.
I'm trying to think if there's a better way to do this.
The
This
K just
menu,
dogs you, by the way,
What did he say?
in my chat.
I'm a dox biddy. His name is Greg Gay. He lives on Boykister Lane in Chicago. How the fuck did you find out? No, it's fine.
Yeah,
so
it's
the menu
fine.
would look something.
That is
This
his
the
name,
full
though, by the way.
screen. So
For
we would
anybody
have
that
our
wants to
panel
know.
here. We should
Okay.
have all of our different cards. These would probably be spaced a little differently than the inventory. I'd imagine they'd also probably be a little bit larger. Because I already have, if we go to the game, this inventory screen already does basically what I'm talking about here.
That's
Do
what
I
you're
make
doing.
this like, what's up?
So what you're doing? Are you just thinking?
Yeah, I'm thinking, I'm kind of like planning things out
Yeah.
for the menu. This is going to use this. So do I just reuse this?
What I was honestly thinking of having is a big area like on the left that has all of your cards like in your inventory. And then as like big cards, and then like a little section on the right that's like a list from like top to bottom that are just like little long rectangles that have like the name and like the damage on them.
Okay.
So like it's a lot smaller. Best viewers, let's go.
Did I ban them in your chat or was it just mine?
Not just viewers, I can ban them from mine too. Goodbye.
Gotcha. Sorry, so you were saying, what was the list on the right? Sorry.
So like they're like smaller rectangles that are like long, like little.
Like a rectangle that would be something like this. And then it
Yeah,
has,
like, it's like the top of the
sword
card.
or
Yeah, it's like
whatever.
the size of the top of the card.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So what would
and
those
then like
have
the
in it?
little diamond of the damage on like the left side.
So the cards on the left are your entire inventory. The cards on the list on the right is what?
Your deck.
So the left is your current.
That's like
Wait,
storage.
sorry.
So left is like storage, right is like active deck.
Are we still doing storage?
That's what I was thinking. I mean, we don't have to.
I didn't know that. No, I just didn't know that was a thing still. I'm thinking about that for a second.
Because I know like I've played like at least 2 or 3 games that I can think of specifically that have like deck building elements where you can just like swap them out and they look like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking a little bit more like because Slay the Spire doesn't have that.
Yeah. But for Slay the Spire, you don't have like storage. It's just like a list of cards.
Yeah. Since this is like a roguelike, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like use cases of like when that would be like useful for gameplay versus like restricting you to only the cards that you've got in your deck.
I mean, we could
then I'm like,
not
okay.
have like deck building too, like where like
not
have storage. Is what I'm saying.
No, that's okay. I'm trying to figure out whether or not we want to. It's not like I don't want this. It's
I want to figure that out too. That's what I'm trying to figure out too.
Yeah. So, because at what point would you want to store a card rather than have in your inventory, and then whenever the floor is over, swap that card in and swap another one out? Since this is a roguelike and not like an adventure game.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of the inventory management because I don't think that's really. I can't intuitively think of that as like a thing.
Because it could also be like, oh, do you want to swap out a card that you put a bunch of stickers on for a card that's like inherently more powerful, or something like that. Because also there's like the idea of having a max number of cards in your deck at a time. So like obviously if you get to the max amount, then what are you gonna do? Just like sit there with your full deck and you can't do anything.
So there's a couple of schools of thought there. First one is allow them to destroy a card. Or
Yeah.
well, I guess you would replace, like, whenever you get a cool card, you're like, okay, I can replace this with something else, which causes it to destroy.
Mm-hmm.
Or not have a max deck size, which trades a couple of things. If everything had exhaust or something, where like the charges don't refresh, then
Mm-hmm.
having a larger deck would mean that you would have more abilities to use. However, it would mean that the frequency of getting your strong abilities would be lower.
Mm-hmm.
If things didn't have exhaust, then it would just be like a negative of you can't draw your powerful card often, or like you aren't guaranteed to get it unless you like blow through all the weapons. 'Cause I'm really trying to think about put this in the Wait, did you send a message to me? So the way that the cards work, so whenever they get destroyed, they're not actually getting destroyed. They are getting sent to your they're getting put in like back in the pile kind of. And then you would whenever you draw a new hand, it will pull from the cards that you haven't drawn, and then if that runs out, it will shuffle in the cards that it can shuffle in. So I think the working idea that we're working off of is that there are going to be powerful cards, or even like some of the stronger weapon cards that will exhaust, so that whenever you use their charges, they don't gain those back whenever they're shuffled back in. So they won't be shuffled back in until you complete a floor or you buy something from a shop that gives you those charges back. So they don't get destroyed. They are like, they run out of charges that can be recharged, or if they don't have exhaust, they would go back into your hand after you run out of cards in your draw pile. Yes, yeah. Moas said, I feel like the player would be punished for having too many cards in their deck, right? Because they draw their sacred cards less often. Yes, that's what I'm also thinking. Is that, yeah, you could take every powerful card you get, and if you spread, like, yeah, if you were to spread all of your stickers throughout, like, evenly throughout your cards, you would end up with, like, the average card would be, like, you know, higher power or whatever, but the, like, most powerful of your cards wouldn't be as powerful.
Yeah.
So it might just be like a trade-off thing. I don't know how I feel about the inventory thing. We can honestly talk about it more. I'm not against it. I just don't see it right now.
Yeah.
And I haven't been working with that in mind. Not that it can't be added in.
I can go through some of the other games that I've played. I know there's at least one roguelite that I've played that has a similar system where you can like you can pick like what cards you want. I think it wasn't like necessarily a card game. It was almost like it wasn't like a RTS. It was like a turn-based thing. So it was like a deck builder, but it wasn't like directly cards. It was like minions or something like that.
Yeah.
But
that makes
it
sense.
was similar, so I might go back and play that and see how they do it. Right, back to the code.
Yeah, no, me too.
Get started on the Goober Dash. Hop on Goober Dash. Healing cards get destroyed on use. That's actually not a terrible idea. They don't
I think
currently.
I brought that up at some point of the idea of one of the reasons you wouldn't want to use your healing card, or this was like a potential concept, not like oh, we should do this. It was, you can, whenever you get a healing card, it automatically has like destroy or something when used. You could hold on to that, and if you're able to hold on to it long enough to get it to like some sort of upgrade thing where you can put like a persistent on it, you could cause it to be like reusable.
That's actually, I like that, yeah.
With exhaust. That's kind of, I'm actually pulling that from a game, which, Peglin.
Oh, yeah.
There's an orb in Peglin, which is a heal orb, where if you use it, it'll heal you for every peg that it hits. However, it destroys itself after use. But if you can get it to an upgrade, it will become like a non-destroy on use, which is like a really cool idea, because it means like, if you need it now and, you know, you can hold on to it until you get it super far. But if you need it now, like, you're like, okay, well, I'm not going to make it to the upgrade station, so I'm going to, you know, destroy it. Cosmic, you're so right. I need to, hold up. Sorry, I need to write this down now. Oh my god, what was the... I'm looking up the Night in the Woods soundtrack. I'm so sorry. I have
This
to.
guy.
It's there's a song on Night in the Woods soundtrack that I heard last night that I was like, this is so good. Something about this is telling me that it's Weird Autumn, but I don't know if that's right. Strange Autumn, Weird Autumn, one of the two. Control F. Autumn. Weird Autumn. Let me pause this for a second. This is maybe gonna be loud. I'll turn it down. Which one is this? Yeah, it might be Weird Autumn, honestly. Or no, wait, hold on. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm downloading this now. I'm so sorry.
This guy.
Please, please, please. Oh shit, it's loud. I'm so sorry, guys.
See, I don't deafen my viewers with my music.
Well, they're here, so.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
okay.
It's Weird
Fine.
Autumn. Not Weird Autumn, sorry. I just said that again. It's
Yeah.
Witch Dagger. Very good song. This is my
we
playlist
want
now. Night in the Woods. Alright, I'm moving into the right folder. And then I'll convert this so that it isn't much louder than the other tracks. And then now I can play it. It should be... I downloaded the wrong song.
I don't know.
I like totally did not. That was already in my playlist. I put it in the wrong folder. I grabbed the wrong song and put it in the wrong folder. But I did download the correct one. That's Weird Autumn. There we go. Okay, sorry. Having charges, but being able to increase the max charge as well as replenish the charges is a path as well. Yeah, we do actually have an upgrade that we're sitting on right now that doesn't really have a whole lot of yeah, shitty charge sticker. It'll add one extra charge to it, which is cool. But yeah, no, it's not super flushed out yet. But also, sorry. Add a sticker that gets destroyed instead of the card it's placed on. I actually really like that one. Ooh. Yeah. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Okay. JW, have we talked about how we're gonna get stickers yet? Much?
Shop.
Huh?
Shop.
Oh, yeah, but like, did we settle on whether it was going to be stickers specific or packs?
Oh, I like packs because I like gambling. But
So
yeah.
what if it was both? What if...
We could do both, yeah. There's nothing wrong with both.
Because it could be like, actually, let me get the tablet back out. I can draw this on my screen.
Although I think we should have packs for cards, and then we should have whatever the little like a
capsule.
Capsule, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. We're just calling them packs because like functionally they're the same.
Yes.
So,
but we gotta have different types of gambling, obviously.
Yeah. So imagine this is your screen whenever you go to upgrade your card. So over here is your list of cards. So you've got your cards. And when you click on the card, it's divided into like halves. So let's say we click on this card. Let's say it's like the sword or whatever. There will be two options here. Or maybe more than two options. But if you have packs in your inventory, it could show like the pack here with like however many you have that you can apply. And then there's also a list of individual stickers you've grabbed so that you can choose if it's applicable to the card. You can put the sticker on it. This would be like the invert or whatever. So you can choose if you have standalone stickers to apply it, or you can open one of your packs and you have to either pick one of those or you discard it. Thoughts, prayers?
I like it. I think maybe you should only be able to do this at like the forge, and that
Yes,
could give it additional
you cannot
use
do this
storage.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, this will be only in the upgrade spot. So this is like, you could maybe end up picking up the sticker during one of the rooms, like maybe a boss drops it or like, you know, whatever drops it. This goes in your inventory, as well as any of these that you find throughout the way, or like maybe you buy these at the shop as well. That's in your
I
current,
actually like the ability to be able to like hold on to packs, because I was thinking it would be like, oh, you just buy the pack and you open it at the shop. But I kind of like the idea of being able to carry them around, and then you can like stack them all on top of one card if you want to.
Ooh, interesting. Hold on. Fusing packs to increase rare drop chances.
I really like that too.
Ooh.
But I don't know. That might be
okay, Johnny, I need you to fix this, okay? You started that off with, here is a dumb idea. That's not a dumb idea. Because we're both fucking with it right now.
Yeah.
Both of us are really rocking with that idea. I'm trying to think of how... I'm thinking of some implementation things, because it could be something like not a trade up, because I hate trade ups in like
no,
CS,
we call it trade up.
No.
Maybe you could do that like at the shop, like if you give the shopkeeper like 3 base cards, he trades you for like because like fusing doesn't really make sense like logically. But it makes sense like if the shopkeeper like trades you.
Yeah. Because then you can be like, I'm gonna go all in.
Yeah, and that way you couldn't do it like infinitely. Like maybe he has like 1 extra rare pack that he'll give you if you bring in like 3 regular packs.
Yeah. I fuck with that. Any scope creep is a dumb idea. It's not scope creep. We're figuring out the main gameplay loop of the game.
Maybe that's how you could get like full art cards. It's like they only come in like rare packs. So like if you trade in a certain number of regular cards, you get like a guaranteed full art card that like has a special ability or something.
Packs are specific to an item guaranteed to have stickers for it. So packs, I believe packs, what we're working off, or at least what I've been working off of right now. We should write down a game design doc, for like some of these ideas more.
Yeah, I started that, and then it was like, I don't know how I want any of this to actually be like, and I gave up.
Yeah.
Because like,
so
you really have to think about it a lot.
Whenever you select which card you want to upgrade, you will have like the generic pack. And then whenever you select that pack, it will generate stickers that can only be applied to that card.
Yeah.
Rather than having a weapon sticker pack or a like utility sticker pack. I think is what we're going to work off.
I like that, yeah.
But I think that would also be something that could be explored at a future date as well. But yeah, how Balatro works, yeah, it gives you the choice of 1 of 3 or 5 cards depending on the pack strength, and then even stronger packs you can choose 2 of 5 cards. That's an interesting one as well. So instead of having because there's a lot of different ways we could also take this, because there could be like a ready to apply pack where you choose 1 of 3 whenever you go to upgrade a card, or there could also be a pack where it gives you a 1 of 3 choice, and then that goes into your inventory that you can apply later. And we could have both of those, but I don't know. I kind of like the idea of the pack just opening and having to apply it.
Yeah, I think that's better.
Because then it's like
a little more random. Because then it's not like there's a little bit more luck involved. It's not entirely just like, oh, I'm gonna stack every single sticker I get on this one card.
And then also we're gonna have a budget for stickers on cards. So, if you as the player are like, I'm not happy with just taking a common strength upgrade, you can skip that sticker, which will destroy it, and you won't get anything from it, but you will not take up that slot. But I think I'm thinking about this. I want to see how it plays later.
Sorry.
But I think we'll work off of that for now. I think we'll work off of having a UI where you go here, you have a list of your current cards, you click one, and then it gives you a list of things that you can currently put on it. So if you have sticker packs, you can consume one, and it will open up and give you at least it'll give you 3 choices of stickers specific to your card, which will include things like the generic ones like charges. It will also include damage if it's a weapon. It will also include the generic random or the generic rares like the negative, but like at a really low chance. I think I like that.
Yeah, and I think it might be better to just do like Slay the Spire, where you can only like remove cards very specifically.
Yeah, because then
Because especially since we have
You
the
can-
sticker system, there's like a little bit less emphasis on collecting tons of cards. Because
Well,
originally,
even Fire, there's.
yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
'cause
like
you would just,
before, it
spam
was
your
like the
abilities and
main
things.
main thing was like, oh, you want to collect a bunch of cards so that way you can build like the deck
You're a
that's.
card collector, aren't
great.
you? You want to collect a bunch of cards.
But now it's like you want to collect cards and stickers, and then put the stickers on the cards.
Interesting.
Because I think before I was
So-
thinking there would be a lot of like switching out bad cards for good cards, but now it's more of a
Yeah,
upgrading
I
bad
kind
cards
of really don't
into
like
good
the
cards.
idea of switching cards out mid-run. I think it's
Yeah,
like you get the
yeah.
cards that you get. You can choose to skip this card if you would rather build into something else,
Yeah,
or
I
you
agree.
take this because you just want it. So Johnny said something, which is sticker bits from destroyed stickers could be recycled into packs, but at a deficit. The only thing that I don't like about that is skipping stickers shouldn't feel like a beneficial thing. It should be like a high roller thing where you're just like, I am going to bet on getting something that I want, so I'm going to skip this.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like you as the player, if you're like, I don't have a whole lot of confidence in my ability to do this without stickers, you're like, I'm gonna take this upgrade now. This is gonna suck because I can't remove that sticker, but like, you know, whatever. If you were to add the sticker bits from destroyed whatever, then that would give them sort of like a little bit of a. It kind of takes away from some of the bad parts of skipping it.
Yeah.
Also, what do you mean boy kisser sticker? How the fuck would that even work? does that even mean?
I got you, Sake. I can draw it.
I can draw it. He's
Sorry.
working on his furry art again.
Sorry.
Yeah. Also, JW, I actually found something out. So,
Mhm.
not furry related.
Okay,
So
I
you
was
don't have to get that
concerned for a
excited from
second.
So
He
you
found
remember
me,
how you were asking about this layout, how you wanted it to be,
oh,
so that this window was smaller than this one?
Yeah.
So I also found out that there's this thing, which is stretch ratio. So if I were to
Interesting.
set them both to container size expand, they are currently the same size.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to go into this one and say, I want you to be double the size of the other one, I can set it to 2. Or, well, I guess that's not double. But it's like 2 to 1 of like ratio wise.
Yeah, I think it's not double. I think it's
Oh, it's because of this. It's because
Oh,
of that.
okay.
Sorry. It is double. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
I see.
it's this one has a ratio of 2. This one has a ratio
Mhm.
of 1. So it's 3 total. This is 2. This is 1. So this ends up being double the size of this. So it's you add these up, and then whatever their values were
Yeah.
get divided between them. It's like I actually really like this. It feels like HTML and CSS flex boxes, but like much more.
Yeah, I
usable.
definitely know what those are.
Sorry. Makes you meow every time you use the card.
Kind of
We're
base.
gonna add a stealth section.
In Balatro, skipping packs ultimately harms you. That's why they give you benefits for skipping. There's like certain jokers that give you benefits for skipping, right? It's not like there's
Yeah.
no inherent benefit for skipping.
Mm-mm. There's no inherent benefit from skipping.
So yeah, like we could have like a relic that's like, oh, for every sticker pack skipped, or just like
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
pack
You can
skipped,
definitely have
you get,
something like that. I
$5
just
or
think
something.
giving them a reward for just
Yeah.
skipping it
Yeah, no.
whenever they're taking,
Definitely not.
like, you know, something like that. Vengeful sticker ghost if you rip up too many stickers. Maybe.
Let's just add every idea that anybody gives us for this game.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Oh, also, I do want to say, so if we are like saying we don't want to use your idea, that doesn't mean your idea is bad. We're just trying to align it to our vision as much as possible. So, do keep throwing ideas if you feel like being idea guys in the chat.
Yes,
we
we like
always
idea
appreciate it,
guys.
but
They're goated.
yeah, but yeah, don't take it personally if we say we don't want your idea. It's just like it might not fit
Add
with our vision.
Godzilla. Okay.
And that's okay. People have already modded the game, so if you want to see your idea in action, I'm gonna try to write the codes well enough so that you can, make your own. You don't know what idea you gave that we used? You don't? It's the quick tapping system.
Ow.
So you can right click to use it, and it also keeps the card selected down here. That's the idea you gave us, okay? And that's the one I implemented, and I'm very happy with this system because it actually feels really good. So thank you for that idea. And if it wasn't you, take credit for it. Because otherwise, I'm just gonna thank some random person in the void. So.
Okay.
That's also present in your build. It shouldn't be.
Actually, wait. I don't need info for this, do I? Because I just need to pass in. I just need to connect the exit tree, because there's no other way for it to be destroyed besides being killed.
That's also present in your build. So the thing with your build though is Sakai. So you had mentioned being able to see the card that you were going to quick tap. So if you right clicked, it would show which card would be used. But your build currently it's always the middle card, and it does also do a slowdown. Yes. Your idea is a lot of the times punish the player, which isn't usually good. It depends. I mean, for a roguelike, you usually want to punish it a little bit, because that's kind of what roguelike players are in for. Cards. We'll just say cards over here, and then we will say this guy. I'm probably going to use a lot of this UI. Honestly, this UI was good. You did a good job with this one.
Did I?
Yeah. For the most part.
Crazy.
There's a couple of things that are like, what the fuck is going on here? But it's fine.
I need to make it look nice. I just still have no clue how to style it properly. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what to do.
A few weird things going on here, but it's fine. It works enough, you know. I thought that said rivals, dude. Oh my god, I was about to be like, dude, no, dude, hop on right now. I'll fucking play Maple, but like,
You want to play Rivals? Rival stream?
Ravita? No. Ravita. What is Ravita? I don't know. So the answer is no. I don't know what this is, but I'm looking it up right now. It's a twin stick roguelike platformer. Okay, hey, JW.
Okay, I'll buy it.
I'm opening up Steam. I'm wishlisting it.
Yeah, I'll go and do the same.
I'll probably end up playing it later because I want to see how other people do things. Dude, look at those bullets. It's like literally hours.
Probably gonna open this on my main monitor, EP.
What? Wait, hold up. This game actually looks sick as fuck.
Look, guys, my Steam username. Everybody send me a friend request. Oh. Let's see, what is this? It's $5.
I want to get more gameplay. Interesting.
I like it. Looks cool.
No, it looks actually dope. I'm almost certainly going to play this later so that I can see some of the things that they do. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. It looks like Dead Cells, but if it like actually had a good art style. Or not Dead Cells, sorry. Not Dead Cells. I was thinking Neon Abyss. Neon Abyss doesn't have a bad art style. It's just like, I don't know. It looks more
that looks
generic. This one has like style.
So this real quick. Revita. Yep. Oh, okay. So there's actually another thing that I want to mention whenever I'm done wishlisting this. So a lot of roguelikes suffer from this. I guess specifically Isaac, which is what the fuck does this do syndrome?
That is
which is whenever you get something or whenever you are about to potentially take an upgrade, you look at it and you go, what the fuck does this do? And I know that part of it is like trying it out and seeing what it's like, but I hate it whenever I'm playing. Like the first time I played Gungeon and I would see something on like the shelf.
Oh yeah, that's so annoying.
And I would be
like, what does this do?
Like, oh, I probably want to buy this. This is like a weird looking bullet. And then you buy it and it's like tables now spawn coins at 1 in 100 tables or something.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, thanks.
Exactly.
You know, obviously table tech looks different than like a bullet, but like, you know, things like that. I really like the ability to just see what something does based on like a description if someone wanted to.
One really cool thing that I like is One Step from Eden. When you're picking like the abilities, when you like finish a room, it gives you like an option of 3 spells to pick, and it literally gives you like a gameplay preview of what they do. Like
that's
a little video.
I don't know if we're gonna be
And
able
I
to do
think
that.
I
That
think
is
it even
dope.
includes like what upgrades you have. So like it'll apply the upgrades to the weapon and then give you that preview because it's like rendered. It's not like a pre-recorded. So it's pretty sick.
Let's see.
That would definitely be
So I'm
like
gonna.
a little complicated to implement, but it is really cool.
Yeah, no, I really like. Oh, sorry, wrong place. Inventory testing. It's okay. You asked.
I forgot what I was doing.
Is it normal for UI nodes in Godot to be a mess, or UI scenes in Godot to be a mess? Somewhat.
Yes.
This one will probably it'll end up being broken down into scenes, I think. This is usually what I would like things to look like more. Minus maybe this. This one's like a thing that needs to be fixed. But you have kind of like this overall scene structure where it's like this is the guy who holds it, the margin container, then the tabs, and then each tab is its own scene. And then inside of that you have like a bunch of different scenes, so that you aren't editing the entire UI all at once. Like for here, you've got like the entire thing. Everything on screen is on screen. Whereas with this, you have like isolated parts. So yes, it does end up being. I mean, even this is like a little bit too much, but yeah, it does end up being very messy sometimes. But I usually break it down into scenes so that it's a little bit more manageable. Let me see.
Okay, let's see if this works.
Also, yeah, that is the best part of Noida. Noida is definitely like a different one though, because it's kind of very much like an experiment thing. Whereas with like Isaac or Gungeon, it's take this or don't take this, not take this and then find out how to use it and like maybe put it on this other thing.
Neon Abyss has the same issue, where I think when you're picking up, like when you're buying an item, it like tells you the name, and then when you pick it up, it gives you like a 1-sentence description.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
Gungeon does that too, which kind of pisses me off.
Then like some of them don't even have like a description. It's just like some kind of like flavor text or something.
Oh, okay. Actually, I wrote something down.
Oh.
That I want to run by you. It's not like it's a dev thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. Okay. Yes. So I wrote down about reworking the UI at some point, because currently all of our UI is kind of very disconnected, and like separate scenes that are kind of just like hoping that they can gain control of whatever's going on in the scene. Let me hide you. It's like, for example, we have the inventory screen and the debug menu, and these two are like very separate. And whenever we start introducing things like the forge screen and then also the sticker upgrade, which is its own scene, which is different than the inventory. There's a lot of overlap.
Yeah.
So I kind of wrote down what
manage them so you can't like have 3 different UIs open at the same time.
Yes. Yeah. So I was thinking about this, and I wrote this kind of in like a terrible way, I think. But so we want to rework this because currently inventories and autoload should not be. Is it still an autoload? It is an autoload. Yeah.
Probably is.
Health bar, hand, and room over screen are all completely separate UI, and they are just kind of randomly on the player. So if I look at the player.tscn, we have the health bar, which is this one section with these different elements, and then we also have a separate canvas layer for the hand, separate canvas layer for the room over screen, and the sticker UIs in here as well, and the tutorial UI. So we've got like a bunch of just like canvas layers on the player. And I think there should be like a player UI scene that should just be on the player. This should be specifically, I think, for the health, minimap, and card selection. I think that those should be all on the player. I guess the room over screen maybe too, but that's like the demo screen. We can figure that one out. Those should be on the player in one canvas layer, or at least in one scene.
Yeah.
Because those are like HUD elements that aren't menus. I'll probably end up moving this off later. I think this was just for testing. I would also like to have like a menu scene. So this just is unified settings scene, but I think that just anything menus. So this would be like the sticker menu and the pause menu and the debug menu would all be inside of there, as well as the forge menu. And then only one of those can have control over what's being displayed at once. And if another one takes over, we should either add we should either add, God, what am I trying to say? We should add some sort of condition on whether or not it can be closed and whether or not something can take over, or we should have the old thing close. I think that would be really nice. Because right now, like if I press escape, there's not really a clear indicator of who's being closed. Because there's just a couple of places. What is escape bound to in this? What's it called? Do you remember?
No clue.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, Echo, yeah, we will have a demo before we release the game. Like an official demo.
Yeah, on Steam. Yeah, so there's like a few different places, like the inventory visual. Yeah, so this thing has pause. There's also the control tab. There's also the remap window. There's just kind of like a lot of things that are using this, and it's not really clear who has control over it.
Yeah, that is very true.
So I would really like to be able to put this in some way that we can... Oh yeah, I'm also using UI cancel here, which is another thing that I would like to potentially fix. That's a me thing though. Like this also has UI cancel. Maybe like a state machine, but I think more of like a... I mean, maybe it could be not a state machine, but like a state machine kind of. Where it's just like the currently active UI is the one who receives the events, and then it chooses what to do with it rather than checking for specific input actions. You personally keep UI outside of the world scene, so also outside of the player. I think it depends. For I think HUD stuff, I will put it in the player. So like the health bar, hand, and stuff, because this is something that's shown to the player. I think it's fine to have this here, because you're not really going to have any of these HUDs without a player, because it wouldn't make any sense. But for the inventory scene, like, sorry, this is also a bad name. It's not actually inventory. It's the cards that you've unlocked in the system settings. Which is not an inventory, but this one would be outside of the player. It would be somewhere else. It could be an autoload still, but I don't know. Something about that feels wrong to me. Let me see. The obsidian tree or whatever it's called. The obsidian tree. Do you mean like this thing? Let me make sure it's not going to do anything crazy if I open this. Yeah, it's not. It's just random things. It's just everything's disconnected because we don't do backlinks anywhere. Yeah, effectively bestiaria. Yeah, because you can see these are the cards that I've... well, let me pick a sticker, put this on the kunai, sure. So these are the cards that I've unlocked. Yeah, and then if I were to add in, like, the sword, it's like, oh, congrats, you found the sword. You know, stuff like that. But getting these cards to work has been really nice because we're going to be using this elsewhere. The make plugin for Obsidian. What is Obsidian make plugin? I'm assuming that you're not talking about like CMake. The make plugin for Obsidian. I'm not finding anything. Could you provide a little bit more context about that? Because I don't know what that is. I'm not familiar with it. But I think we'll worry about the UI stuff later. I just wanted to put that in your mind while it was in mine. I kind of just wrote that note down without talking to you. Yeah, but it is just like it's completely a developer side thing. So excuse me. Actually, I'll leave some sound on. Okay, so this guy would open that up, which is gonna do nothing. That's fine.
So let's see, I am testing out the eggs. They should theoretically, actually I don't think they will spawn the goopers because I didn't actually assign them on the egg. I'm stupid. Goopers.
You have chat trying to extend it all. You are more than welcome to do that if you want. We do appreciate, like, not saying that you are, but I do appreciate having, like, just autistic rants thrown at me. I'm not saying that you are, but if I'm able to do that and like enjoy that, I think that you telling us about the bestiary would be fine. But also if there was like a link to a plugin or something, or something that I could look up, because I tried looking up make plugin Obsidian, and I couldn't find anything other than the developer page on how to make a plugin for Obsidian. I don't know why
He's
I
talking
reopened this
about
as if
me.
I...
Okay, so guy.
I'm definitely not, but okay, dude.
Definitely not.
Is ready. Surprised I didn't mention the Discord. I mean, I can, yeah. Yeah, if people don't know, there's a Discord that I am. Let me close all of my folders of other Discords. So here's my Discord. Please don't be anything bad. Oh, it says boy kisser on the screen. Cool. But yeah, that's we have a Discord. I have a Discord for mine, and then there's also the Temporary Cat Discord.
Yeah,
for
mine's
specific stuff.
a little bit more normal, but yeah.
Yeah, his is more normal, but we talk in mine a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Hello, Nachitos.
UI. I don't know why the fuck I'm printing this. Hello, Nachito. I guess I could do like show, right? Turn the server into boy kissers. Funniest shit you've ever seen. That's great. That's
yeah,
so great,
it's really
man.
funny. It is really funny.
It's so hilarious, dude. It's so hilarious.
We will definitely stop when
Okay. This is also doing.
We'll definitely
interesting
stop
stuff
when it
I
hits
don't like.
July 1st for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Drop a Discord link. It should be in the description. Otherwise, does exclamation mark Discord work in my YouTube chat? Nope. No, it doesn't.
Rip.
Yeah,
It works in mine.
That's great, dude. It works in my Twitch chat.
Ow.
Oh my
dying.
god. Wait. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, YouTube and Twitch chat.
Yeah?
I just realized my social stream was never open, so you guys couldn't actually see these chats up here.
Rip.
Damn it.
It's over.
Damn it. I literally had social stream open, I just didn't open up the overlay. Also, how's it going, Nacitos? What are you up to? What are you doing? I think...
Nelsie, does you want to play Rivals instead of me working on Ghetto? That was a joke, don't say yes.
Terrible. Oh, also, here's an interesting thing that you're doing here, by the way. So you have this function inside of this is for the forge. Where if it's not visible, we activate. Otherwise, if it is visible, we clear it. I think if this were to be written differently, it would be like activate, and then this would handle whether or not it should be shown or not.
Oh yeah.
That way, this would take care of it rather than having something else take care of it, because then we can just do like...
Yeah, that I wrote really terribly.
Yeah, no, that's okay. I figured so.
Yeah.
I just wanted to let
I
you
think
know
that's probably one of the worst systems I've ever written was that thing.
That's okay. It's all gone now.
Yay.
So it can't hurt you now.
I'm gonna step away. I need some water because my throat is dying. I'll be back in just a minute. I'll put you on Bitlytic Vision now.
Okay. I'm gonna play that Night in the Woods song again. I'm so sorry, guys. I've got like something wrong with me, I think. JW erasure. So true. Check this out. No more JW. It's back. So I think what I want to do, I've like basically written no code except for like going through the project and changing a few things. I'm like so unbelievably unproductive right now. So when this gets shown, I would like to grab a list of the current cards and throw them up on screen. Is this a grid by chance? There's Forge UIU. It is a grid, however, there's nothing on screen because it's hidden. I guess this should also be hidden by default. Let's see. Oh, you threw it in general. You can also toss it in game dev resources if you want or something, but yeah. Let me see. Make MD. Oh, is this like an alternative for Obsidian? Or is this a plugin for Obsidian? Oh, it is inside Obsidian. I see. Move, clutter, and stay focused. Organize your notes. Okay, sure. Okay, interesting. I think this would make a lot more sense for JW. Because I really don't care about the way things look. It is a really cool plugin, and I will send it to him if he doesn't already, if he doesn't see that. But I think he would appreciate that a lot more than I would. Visibility changed. We'll just do this here. Or actually, no. Show UI. So inside of this, what I would want to do is I would want to instantiate the section of cards. Does this work well if I were to just toss in a card? It's called like inventory card, I think. No. Nope. Is it called description card? Totally is. Totally isn't. What the hell are you? Oh, it still had the old guys selected. Sorry, hold on. Get out of here. Okay, do these position correctly? Almost. They are not separated when they should be. Okay, this is probably fine. Probably. I won't lie to you, I kind of hope he gets back soon because I am also really thirsty and I was thinking about stepping away to get like a root beer, but can't do that now. Let me make a function in deck.gd to get all of the cards currently. Because I don't think that we have that. Put you in call and you'll entertain everyone? Not a chance. Respectfully. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like we have a way to get all of the cards. So I'm just going to do like a method called like get cards. Or probably I'll name it a little bit more explicitly, like get all cards. And this will obviously now return an array, or it'll return an array of card instance, which will be the list of current cards that we have. So, I guess one thing that I would like to make sure is that we're not duplicating cards, but I think that also should just not happen anyways. So I'm just going to assume that it isn't. And I'm going to loop over all of them per card in draw. Oh, you know what? This is like doing exactly what I want, just like minus a couple of things. So this would be var cards is an array of card instance. Oh, sorry, let me read chat. I don't have a root beer tap because I don't have a house yet, so my apartment would not like it if I just like put a root beer tap in.
All right,
I don't
I'm back.
have a seller for that anyways. Oh, welcome back. Example you use for is sorting game abilities. You throw them all in a folder, override, and make to sort them into something usable, like ability type, cost, character owner, damage type, etc. Nice. JW, I have a plugin for you to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at my screen?
Mm-hmm.
So there's this plugin called MakeMD for Obsidian that converts your Obsidian into more category dashboard stuff, which you might like. There's a lot of personalization stuff you can do with this, apparently. From what I'm seeing, there's like a bunch of wild shit you can do with it. Like Johnny in my chat was talking about tossing all of the abilities into a folder and then using the plugin, it will sort all of them into something that they can see that like is more like visual of it. You might be interested in that. I'm not particularly interested in it. It seems cool, but it seems like much more like art brainy, you know?
That might help, yeah.
Definitely not for me.
Especially since now I have like a lot of other things I need to organize besides just game dev.
Yeah, because I'm like, just give me like a list of text, man. You know?
No, I don't like just a list of text.
Can I talk to you about Obsidian later? I can talk to you about Obsidian now. It's this program where you set up a vault. You can toss down any amount of notes you want. You can go right-click New Note inside of a folder, give it a name, and then you can do. It's just basically a text document until you start doing cool things. So if you want to do like anything, like if you don't want to use like your shortcuts or whatever, you could just do like right-click and then you can format things. So you can make a code block. Or you can insert like a full-on table. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do. And then at the end of it, so like let's say I have this ability system thing, and I'm like, I want to know how this looks. You can change this to reading mode. You can't edit it. It's just a thing that you can read. Or you can also do view code or source mode, and this will show you the actual raw markdown for it. It is essentially Discord Markdown in a notepad with a good color scheme and the ability to link to other markdowns, yes. Because you can also drag in these and it will be a link to the other Obsidian document. So when you're in reading mode, you can click on this. And then if you go into graph mode, you can see that there's a link between them. Very handy. Story writers will love this one.
It is quite cool.
It is quite cool. If you just use it as a text editor to jot down notes, that's mainly what I use it for. The main ones that you need to know is pound signs are for headers. The more pound signs you use, the smaller the header gets. Up to, I think, 5? 6? 6. Yeah, that's like the basics. I don't know what else you really need to know. If you needed to see what these are actually stored on disk. So if I do show in System Explorer, like these are just here. They're just these plain text documents. You can open it up with Visual Studio Code or with any text editor you want. It's just the same as a markdown. So I like it. Yeah, we don't link. We haven't had to yet. I think it would be nice to do though at some point. I think we want to.
Yeah.
We should definitely write down some more concrete ideas about it. I'm gonna get a root beer real quick. So I'm gonna put you on screen. Entertain chat. Good luck.
I got goldfish. I love goldfish.
Wait, hold up. It says I'm buying Celeste Music RN root beer.
Crazy. Okay, well I'm trying to get the goobers to work. I think that might be almost there. Let me see, what am I missing here? I need to add it to the scene. That's what I need to do. Oop, that's not it. Caught live on the root beer cam. Dr. Pepper's better, in case you're wondering. I'll do it. Level manager, right? Spawn object. Spawn. This might work. This might work. It probably won't work, but it might work. You never know.
Wow. Okay, I'm back. Hello. What's
Hello.
It's not
I'm
working.
attempting to see if the spawner works.
Wow.
Hey, look, it works. They spawn and then they disappear. But there's an error.
Oh, okay. Nice. Alright, let's do this. Let's do some booting.
The number is getting larger or something is not working, I don't think.
Number's getting larger? What's up?
Wait, no, maybe it's not.
Number? Why am I looking at... I'm looking at my screen on my OBS as if that was your screen. I was like, dude, that's like the code I'm writing. Okay.
So you got some errors. Error calling from signal egg hatch to callable. Method expected one argument but called with 2. Where is it calling it with 2? Egg hatched.
Right there. Literally right there.
But it should have 2. So in egg info it has 2.
Mm-hmm.
Callable. Pen spawn list.
It means the function that's connected to it only has one argument in the parameters.
Which it also shouldn't, but I think it's no, it's not. It's an egg spawner.
Egg spawner.gd.
Oh, accidentally.
Allegedly.
So I want to be calling. Oh, I accidentally put them both in here. Okay. Just copy. So.
Nacito says whenever you said it,
thing.
See if the goobers work, he thought it meant like the gremlin in your brain that makes stuff happen. Honestly, dude, I feel that sometimes.
I mean,
Why
that
am I
too.
Looping over? What
to
am I
be
looping
honest.
Over? What am I doing in this function? I don't need to be here right now. You. Oh wait, no, I can just do cards.append array draw, and then and discard and discard. Not like that it should ever be anything other than draw or discard, but whatever at this point.
I love Dr. Pepper. It's so good.
And then if we put card.
I also love Goldfish. Goldfish is very good. The goobers are currently
I like
stuck in
whales
signal
more,
hell.
but yeah.
Ow. Sorry if I sound like super crusty and gross. I don't know what's wrong with me.
He is. Yeah, he's just always sick.
I'm not sick, I promise.
Yeah, but no, whales are like better goldfish. Them shits are so good.
Wait, what? Is that like
whales?
Like the fish or
You
like
know whales? Like you said goldfish is good, right? Like you meant the snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, whales, the snack, like goldfish. Do we know about whales? These guys?
Which guys?
These dudes? These.
Oh, what? What are those?
These are banger, dude. They're like off-brand goldfish, but they're like banger. I guess they're from Stoffers, but like they're good. I can't eat them because they have dairy, but they're so fucking good.
I thought you were just making a joke about fish, and then you just pull up like whales. You're so weird. Is it okay?
All right, man. You know what, dude? Motherfuckers these days didn't grow up in the real world. You, I bet, haven't ever eaten candy that is shaped like a toilet, and the thing, it's like a fun dip, but
what
you
are
stick
you
a plunger
talking
in the
about?
toilet. Okay, so you don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know about the fucking candy that's
you need to be
toilet
killed.
shaped that you stick into it with a plunger, and then it comes out and it's all like fun dipped. Toilet dipper candy. Yup.
Do you have WinRAR? No, I don't have WinRAR.
Guess what, brother? Yo, check this one out.
Mhm.
Check this one out.
What is that?
Sour flush. You open up the thing, and then it's like sour stuff on the inside, and
That's
then
nasty.
You lick the lollipop, which is the plunger. You stick it into the thing, and then it comes out coated in
like
sour,
even if it wasn't the
powder.
toilet, that just looks gross.
This dude's never. You don't like fun dip then?
No,
Is what you're saying?
it's not like bad, but it's like
All right,
D
dude,
tier
whatever.
candy. It's like
Goobers
low
got
D
stuck in
tier.
Signal hell, dude. My brain is getting stuck in signal hell right now.
Yeah, I
on.
don't know where I'm connecting this signal. Where am
am
I
I doing
connecting
this
it? Because I
function?
think
I
I
don't even
connected
do it
it
right
to the
now.
wrong signal.
When I go to any party, so fucking true.
Crazy.
Let's see. Card in deck.get cards. Get all cards. That's what it's called. You're so right. You've seen those your entire life. You never wanted to eat them. You love eating candy, though. Yeah, well, life is too short to think about whether you should or shouldn't eat the toilet candy.
My mute button keeps like not working half the time, so I'm trying to like eat my goldfish without like making crunching noises into the mic.
Yeah. Inventory grid. I guess I'll just call this.
Where am I spawning
think
the? Where am I connecting the?
You got this.
In the egg? Egg spawner?
Dynamic grid
Egg
columns?
handler.
What is
it? An
this?
egg handler?
What are you?
It's egg handler.
Column divider factor. What the fuck is this? Did you write this?
Hmm?
Did you write this?
Probably.
Probably? Really? Okay. Interesting. Dynamic columns is greater than 1. Interesting. Flip it. Flip it and ship it, dude.
So,
What is
okay.
this?
So, spawn egg spawner.
Inventory Very
Hi,
grid
it's
spawn
fine.
margin
Spawn
container
list.
resize the dynamic columns. Okay, I see what's going on. I understand you.
Egg info.
Egg
hatch.
and me.
I need to see to like. I'm thinking. I'm doing the
Thinking, I
bitlytic
guess.
move.
Dude, his eyes are being pressed into right now with like either his arm or his hands. Egg and me? Yeah, you never seen that Adventure Time clip?
It's
You
not
ever watch
hoping.
Adventure
It's
Time?
not hoping.
It's not.
Um.
No, dude, what you have to do is you have to turn up your music, or like turn up, like go to whatever, turn up your music, and then like cover your eyes and just like
Yeah,
rotate
that's what I'm
shapes
trying.
in your head. What are you trying to do? Never mind, you got it.
I got it. No, I got it.
Yeah, you
I
got it.
like.
You got it,
I just
man.
need to.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Let me think. So egg.
And
Egg. You know?
egg,
Yeah.
egg. Okay.
Where am I connecting these again?
Let's-
Connecting them here. Spawn to egg. Egg hatch for connecting to.
You. What do I make for this?
So do you want to do this? Is this what I want?
Why does this have a
Yeah, I think this
default
is what we
on it?
want.
Weird.
Let's just see if this works. We can go from here.
Oh my god, I keep opening up the wrong fucking scene. Whatever. Tutorial scene, you're getting the forge now. Excuse me. Yes, I have. What do you need to know about them, Sky? They are very, very handy and very, very cool. Oh, I have no cards. Or she wouldn't work. Ooh. Non-existent. Yeah, you're so
Okay, it
right.
does
Dude.
not appear to be working.
You got it, man. Yeah, you're so right. I forgot to assign a variable.
Oh, we got
What's
more
up?
errors?
Do you need help with
Nope,
anything? Or
I
you
got it.
just... Okay. Okay. Just making sure.
I think.
I'm not gonna backseat code you unless you need it.
Okay. Expects one argument called as 0. What do you mean?
But yes, okay.
Tree exit.
Raycast queries
Wait.
are.
Oh, go ahead.
I was
Tree
just gonna say,
exited passes in the node. I'm sorry. Tree exited is supposed to pass in the node, right?
No.
No.
Nope. You can control click on it, and it'll tell you.
Yeah.
Where are you connecting tree exited?
I don't know either. That's a good question.
Control F. Tree exited. Don't use your eyes. Use your text. Use words. Use
It's
letters
here.
that you know they're
No,
gonna be
it's
there. I saw it. It was back in the other file. It's at the bottom.
at the bottom.
No, the other file. Go back one more file. Bottom of that file.
Ah, here.
Control click on it. You can see that it doesn't pass anything.
Oh, I thought it did.
Nope. So you can do .bind to pass in the node if you want.
Okay. But yeah.
Is there a way to visualize what they look like? No. So if you're using a raycast query, not really. You can use a raycast 2D node, or if you really need to, you can use custom drawing, which if you don't know how that works, I use it in a bunch of places. There's a function called _draw that you can override inside of classes. Func draw. This one. And whenever you want to, so this is the only place you can do these custom drawing functions like draw polygon, draw rect, things like that. And if you want it to actually run, you do have to do a queue redraw whenever you want it to update. So you can pass in whatever parameters and things and store that, and then you can do your own custom drawing there if you want. But as for a built-in way to visualize the raycast query, I don't believe so. You know about draw? Okay. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I was just tossing out the information. Not that I figured you wouldn't know about it, but, you know, chat delay might as well put out my answer. Yeah, no, I don't think there's a built-in way, unfortunately. If you need that, then use a raycast, whatever. You're using them as supposed to
Something is still not quite working because the number keeps going up and should not keep going up.
Where at?
The number in the console. I'm printing out the size of the spawned list.
Well, how about this? Instead of just printing out the size, go to the start of the, like inside of your print statement.
Mm-hmm.
Before spawn list.size.
Mm-hmm.
Add some quotes and just do like removed space. And then close that quote and then do a comma. I would probably put a space in between removed and the close quotes. So
Yeah.
Because it doesn't auto put a space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you
I
can
think
tell
there's
whether or
something
not it's adding
funky
more
in
than
here because I
removing.
think
I mean, it definitely is.
I think maybe I should have the two parameters on the append. I don't know. I should go through and like.
So my new question is,
Mm-hmm.
what's the reason you have a spawned egg account rather than just like a list of spawned dudes and referencing that?
Wait. I do. It's a spawn list.
So that's both eggs and the enemies?
Yeah.
Is there a reason you're not just like referencing the count of that?
Where?
Well, you're also... Yeah, so there's a couple of things that you're also doing. Are you erasing it from that list ever? I don't think you are.
Right here.
Yeah, actually,
Erase.
you're... Oh, no, you are erasing it. And then you're adding the enemy back into it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so I think that... Yeah, it makes sense that the number's going up. Because you're not printing out the egg count, you're printing out the spawn list.size. And you're only...
But the spawn list
assuming at
should
least.
stay the same.
No, it shouldn't. Because you're... So where are you referencing spawn egg count? Let me put him on screen, sorry. I'm gonna... Because we're gonna be I'm gonna be looking at this for a little bit. So where are you referencing spawned egg count? Or like, where are you telling it to only spawn eggs whenever you have a certain amount?
In the egg handling?
Whereabouts?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, no. How are you spawning eggs then? That's the egg.
Is it in the egg spawner?
I believe it would be in
That's
the egg
where
spawner, I would imagine. Or... Well, you're doing spawn egg. Where's that spawn egg function being called?
Here. Right here.
Here. So, what you're doing is you're saying spawned egg count is less than the max eggs. So let's say that's 4. Or let's say it's 1. So it will spawn 1 egg. And then if you would go back to your other code where you're adding or subtracting to it. So whenever you add it, it would say spawned egg count plus equals 1. Then your spawned list would contain the egg.
Yep.
Then the next function called, like whenever that egg hatches, it would call remove spawned list. It would erase the egg from the list, which means the list would now be empty. It would subtract 1 from the spawned egg count, which would make it 0. And then because you spawned in an enemy, I'm assuming append spawned list. Does that go to, what is append spawned list?
It's this here.
Oh, yeah, see. Yeah, then you're adding it back into the one. Oh, okay, never mind, actually, I see what you're, yeah. Hold on. Why is it... And then you're also doing...
And then I'm connecting the enemy that spawned from the egg. I'm connecting it to the remove spawn list, and if you only pass in the one node, then it only just removes that and then doesn't do this part.
Let me think. Because you're doing... So you're subtracting 1 from it, you're adding it in spawned egg count, you're adding that. Exited connect. You also do. Actually, no, that won't work. Yeah, I guess you can just run it and see what the prints are saying, because it is definitely adding more than it's removing.
Alright. We'll try that. Well, I also need to get rid of the eggs at the beginning, because those could mess stuff up.
Added 1. And then when it hatches, added 2. Why did it do removed 1, removed 1?
That's weird.
Oh, wait. Wait. Put a breakpoint in the function really quickly.
Where?
Anywhere in the removed spawned. Can you take a look at what is currently in spawned list?
In spawn
I think there's gonna
list.
be some. I think it's gonna be some freed enemies. It's gonna be in your locals, I think, right? Or I guess it's not. Where is spawned list? You can just hover over the variable spawned list.
Oh wait, here? No. I'm going insane.
Spawned list. It's a member variable.
Here it is.
Yeah, expand that. So you've got null enemies now. So what's happening? How are you?
I'm just erasing it and then they get Q freed. Or they get Q.
No, they're not.
Oh, is it? No.
Oh,
is it?
Yeah.
Ordering? Yeah.
Tree exiting. Tree exiting, not tree exited. On 42.
Oh.
Tree exited means they're already gone.
Mm-hmm.
Also, why are you binding owner? You should be binding the spawned enemy.
Oh, I think I was thinking this was in the spawned enemy for some reason. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be your issue. You can kill the breakpoint and rerun it now. Make sure to, because you're gonna get stuck if you don't kill the breakpoint.
I think that might have been it. Yeah. Oop.
Well, there's debugger errors right now.
That was because I accidentally hit the eggs.
Oh, added 1.
Added 2. Remove is getting called. Well, let's just see if this. Or no, wait, it's printing the removed twice.
Yeah, I'm a little suspect of remove being called multiple times. Are you reparenting the? How are you adding the guy to the thing?
Oh wait, is it? No. That's in the egg hatch.
Are you reparenting or just adding
It's just adding it to the. It's just spawning.
Okay.
So spawn is equal to the spawn scene dot instantiate.
Egg hatched. Oh wait, you're doing egg hatched owner and then you're emitting it immediately after again.
Oh,
doesn't need to be there, I don't think.
Yeah, you're right.
Also, I think you might just be able to reference the inside of your other function, wherever it was, where you're adding 1 and removing 1. Could you not just say egg enemy.spawn and egg count equals spawn list.size?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
That's probably a good idea, so that way it's this guaranteed to be the same.
Yeah. Because fun fact, that is actually there's a very well known set of bugs about that, to the point where it has a name, and it's called data redundancy errors. Which is your list contains 5 things and the counter says there's 4 things or 6 things, and you end up with errors because of that. Okay.
When the card charges are stored on the card visual.
Oh my god, dude. By the way, that's gonna be one of the videos I'm gonna make
oh dear.
About is
I'm cooked.
I want to make a series about system design principles for just like
you should make a good design bad design video.
Well, maybe that, but I'm also, it's gonna be like don't do this, and one of them is going to be don't tie your values to your UI. Your UI should be a reflection of data, not the storage of the data. Okay, let me.
The removed is still showing up twice, but that's okay because I think, yeah, that's the enemy, and then the. Let me just look. So
I think they're just dying at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
You could also print out you could add the name of the guy there or whatever.
I think before the problem was it was saying like removed one.
Yeah.
And now it's 1212.
Sorry, let me do this. Hello, I'm planning on making a story 2D game. Do you recommend I focus on learning code first or drawing then code? And if it's coding, is there a playlist or person you recommend I learn from? Honestly, it is your call. If it is a story 2D game and you don't want to do anything like super fancy, you could use RPG Maker, which doesn't have a whole lot of coding, I don't believe. There's a bunch of different like resources for non-coding based games. If you want to avoid coding. If you want to learn coding, then it is your preference on whether you want to do drawing or coding first. If it's coding, I would say figure out first what engine you want to use, which could be Godot, could be Unity, could be Unreal, probably not, but because it's a 2D game, could be Game Maker. Find out which engine you like the most, and then find the resources for that community. If it's Godot, I believe the Brackeys tutorials are a pretty good starting spot. Definitely don't use Bevy as your first engine. Definitely don't do that. Bevy's cool. Don't do it first. It's gonna have different combat systems, minigames, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know the capabilities of RPG Maker, but I thought that there was. I guess it's probably just a walking simulator thing, right? Yeah, I don't know. I would just look into the engines and find out which one you like the most. I settled on Godot. However, there are people that prefer Unity and Unreal. And in this household, we say that's okay. They can.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using a bad engine, you know?
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with using a gross, disgusting, stupid engine. But, like, you know. I'm just kidding. You find it difficult not to tie data to the UI. Yeah.
True.
I mean,
me.
Yeah, that was something JW was struggling with a lot. Was why is this not? What am I doing? Why is this not run every single time? Should this not?
Oh, and also, I tested it here. If you kill the eggs, it also removes them and sets it to 0. So as you can see, it spawned 1 egg. I kill it, and then it goes down to 0.
Yeah. DG. So one thing that I would say for that is to try to have some sort of underlying data structure that contains the actual like data that you need. Because like for us, we have this deck.gd. This actually doesn't contain anything other than the implementation of cards. And let me see. Hold on, where's
Well, I'm happy with that. I basically just need to make the flying guide do things and then make it look a little bit nicer, like more animations and stuff.
Yeah. So these are like leftovers from like the beta stuff, but the deck is like entirely like a list of your cards, a list of your cards, a list of your cards, and these are only data classes that only contain references to resources or modifiers on top of those resources. And then you can create a card, or I guess for us, we created a card visual class, which is a UI wrapper around that that instance. And then whenever things change, this will update, or it will decide how to display that.
Yeah, it's very nice.
This still needs to be broken down a lot, but yeah, having a separation layer between data and UI is like imperative. Because the first version of Dante's 9 that I joined to work development on, the amount of things tied to UI was insane. And honestly, I still am not happy with it because I would like to change a few things about the card selection, because there's a few things that are more tied to UI than I would like. But it's not the worst thing, no.
Okay, an
I am
egg.
using
Oh,
Godot.
sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I was just reading a chat message that
You
they
do that
said
first.
they want to use Godot because it gives 100% revenue of the game.
True, yeah.
Unity and Unreal do take some percentage after a large amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
I believe Unity it's 100,000. I believe Unreal might be 1 million.
Yeah. So in here, I'm connecting the health empty to a delete function here. Wait.
What's up?
Actually, do I need this? Yeah, because I need to emit this signal. But the problem is health empty has a parameter.
Yep.
That it gives it, but delete doesn't take in a parameter.
Okay.
How do I tell it that that's okay, and then it just ignore the parameter?
So there are two ways that you can do this. If you want the simplest solution, you can add the parameter into the function with an underscore, which states it's like a statement of like this parameter's here, we're not using it. The other way, where are you connecting it?
It would be in egg handler, probably in the ready. Yeah. Delete.
Yep. So what you can do is on the end of the function name there, you can do .unbind 1.
1.
Yep. So it's saying unbind the first 1 argument from this function call, so that whenever it emits the signal, we just discard that, and that would work. So it is whichever one you want to do. I honestly don't have a preference on it, to be real with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what the preference is on that.
As long as it
yeah, I haven't had
kill
issues.
Those. Yeah, no error, we're good.
You shouldn't choose your engine based on this, to be honest. I doubt. Yeah. You can make a zillionaire, and we'll switch up on your day ones. Nice. Yeah, no, I don't think that you should choose your engine based on the revenue
actually,
share
I want
unless
to check
it's like an egregious
something.
amount.
If I kill this guy, sorry, I'm just yapping.
Yeah, I think you should choose your engine based on which one fits your criteria for your game the most, within reason. Yeah, a lot of YouTube tutorials do that because they want to get you in and working on the game and kind of, like, appeal to the most amount of people, which I understand. But yeah, no, actually storing data and like having an underneath system is like sort of like my favorite things to do. But yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, what were you saying, JW? You were saying
I was just checking because I wanted to make sure that if you kill the base guy, it doesn't cause any errors with the spawned guys.
Oh yeah. It shouldn't.
It does not appear to. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, as I said before, we'll have to rework how we keep track of how many enemies there are in the level. Because there'll be a varying number of the flying guys in a level, and you can't just like have a number that goes up and down.
Yeah. I would like to rework how the room some of the room stuff anyways. So that's I believe there's probably already to-dos inside of the room. Or is it base room component, or it's room base component, right? Room base.g. Yeah.
I'm good at naming things.
Yeah. So okay, so it's just the one to do, but yeah, there's a few things in here that I would like to re-evaluate the existence of.
I need to write down more to-dos, like both
yeah,
City and like in the code, because I need to have a list of like
to-dos in the project. As you can see, there's 25 of them, and I don't think there was a single one whenever I started. So.
Yeah, and if there's ever like little things that like you need me to do or anything, just put it in my to-do list or just anywhere and yell at me to do it, because my problem isn't that like I can't do things, it's that I just like don't start doing them. So having lots of like little things to just be like, oh, I'll get this done. That helps me a lot with working on things outside of streams. And I need to work on that myself. You know,
free and open source software by not donating money and telling people the flaws about Godot. Yeah,
True.
I mean, it has flaws, yeah, for sure. I do think it is my favorite engine.
Yeah,
as seen by the fact that I'm still working in it, and yeah,
we're gonna make
I actually really
$3 million and not have to pay 5%.
Well, I honestly don't really care that much about that, to
I
be
know,
real with you.
I'm joking.
That's honestly like the least important reason
Mhm.
when choosing an engine within
Yeah.
reason.
Well, unless you're Unity, then it's like, I don't want to touch that ever.
Yeah. I don't know. The speed of Godot is like really nice. Like, oh,
So
I need to reload the
fast.
project. Guess what, fucker? Give me 10 seconds.
Okay, time to make this
It opened on the
guy
wrong monitor, but it is open.
do things.
Once it moves over, it should be good.
So honestly, I don't think this guy is gonna be that different from the flying shooting guy. The only difference is he'll point at you when he's flying around, and then once he gets into the range of where like he would shoot, instead of shooting, he'll just like dash towards you with like this charge thing.
Yeah.
So very simple. In theory. Although I'll need to rewrite the movement stuff to be compatible with the new enemy system. But I'm really liking the new enemy system. It feels very easy. It doesn't feel like I'm rewriting the same thing over and over again. Like all the things that I've written for these have all been like very specific things that each enemy needs for that enemy specifically.
And I think there's probably a couple things that I might come through and add to that once you're done with some of the things you're doing now.
Yeah.
Because I think there are also some things that could be shared a little bit more between enemies within reason. Like some of the movement components, I think. I might look at bringing in like some sort of
if you want to help
pattern
with
for
the
that.
movement, I don't know about it that.
Yeah,
Notice that that's like slightly opposite.
Is that even a pattern? Dude, I don't know why I'm so in love with the name of this pattern that I don't even know if it exists.
That's insane, actually.
I don't know.
Doesn't know the
Maybe it's just
name of the
polymorphism.
pattern.
Maybe it's like a weird situation of
Polymorphism?
like a strategy. I don't know. Let me see.
I was using Unity because I want to make a 3D game at some point. Make 3D at some point.
I think it is.
Godot has pretty decent 3D. It's gotten a lot better with 4.0. It's not perfect.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, 3D
I've
is
worked with
pretty
it a
good.
little bit. It's nice. I mean, I did work a little
as long
bit
as you're
with
not doing
Unity.
web builds.
Yeah.
Web builds are shit for Godot. They're kind of bad for Unity too, but I think for Godot, with the way it's set up, it ends up being more shit.
Yeah.
So,
You want to like stop Dante 9 and just make a 3D game?
dude, what if we made Dante 10, but it was 3D? Chad, am I cooking with that one?
Yeah, I use A-Sprite for my pixel art.
Oh, there it
Yeah,
is.
sorry, I was
Dying.
dying, yeah. I'm not sick, I
Maybe
swear.
change to SimD? Are we getting SimD web support? Oh, wait, no. 4.5 is getting that, right?
No clue what that is, but
Dude,
sounds
SimD
cool.
is so fucking cool.
Release
I
Dante
think SimD is like one of the
first.
coolest ideas ever. Even though you don't really interact with it as a developer. See SimD support, yeah. 4.0, assume that multi-threaded becomes the standard. Yeah, well, yeah, it's wrong, unfortunately. Web doesn't really innovate very often, does it? I mean, that's one such implementation is SimD, and it is being supported across all browsers. Holy shit, we're getting SimD. So SimD is really cool, JW. If you don't know, it stands for single. Oh my god, I don't know what the I is, but it's like multiple, and I don't know what the D is either. Single instruction, multiple dispatch, right? Is that? Oh my god, did I just feel like a?
Sounds about right.
No fuck. Yes, no fuck. Single instruction, multiple data. I was so close.
It's over.
Essentially, what you do is so if you were to think about like dividing four numbers, on like a CPU line, you would like fill in the register, and then you would like send a signal to like do the divide, and then it would do that.
Sure.
And what SimD does is specifically like you have a register that takes in four numbers, and they all like be lined. They're all lined up in their like starting spot, and then you send a pulse to the multiply, and it does all of them at once, rather than having to do one of them in operation. So it takes up less cycles to do the same amount of things, because you're doing four multiplies with one cycle rather than one multiply per cycle, or like, you know, stuff like that.
Sure.
It's very, very low level stuff, but it is really, really cool. I learned about that in college, and I've never
Whoa.
interacted with it, but I think it's very cool. In certain cases, it's not going to be 4 times faster. It's going to be like, maybe not even marginally faster. It might be more than marginally. I honestly don't know what the speed increase is for it. You do still have to fill out the, oh my god, what are they called? The register. The registers still have to be set up. And it's not that you can do it with all. It's not like you can say all of my multiplies can be done in like a 4 times set. It's like certain ones can. Like it's very useful for vector division, things like that, or like vector multiply, where you're like taking the 2 numbers and dividing them all by like the float 4 or like 5 or whatever. So in those cases, it's really, really useful. I could be wrong about certain things, so don't take this as gospel, but I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is guaranteed to be 4 times faster, nor is it usually 4 times faster. This class needs to be rewritten, man.
Okay, something's not quite right. The max eggs is supposed, or max spawns is supposed to be 3, and there are currently like more than 3 here. As you can see.
Someone fucked something up.
Yeah. Someone.
Who it was? You're not spawning an
know.
egg still, are you, from the beginning?
What?
You know how in the tutorial, if you go to the tutorial
that could
room,
mess it up, yeah.
are you just like
But I don't think it
tossing a
should.
bunch of... Well, aren't those eggs also spawning the same enemy?
What?
So it could just look like it's spawning... Don't those eggs spawn in the same enemy? So
Oh, you might be right, actually. Hold up.
so it's just spawning like the guys on the ground, and you think that they're part of the hive, but it's just like
that
the dudes
might
that
have.
were there before.
That's possible, yeah. Let's see.
God, sorry. Every time I look at this script, excuse me, more and more angry.
Which script?
Card visual. Card visual and radial card picker need to be...
Radio card pickle.
Yeah, radial card pickle need to be revisited at some point. Because it's starting to get, like, insane.
Okay, there we go. It stopped at 4.
Stopped at 4.
So I think it's just an error with like the calculations of how it
Yeah,
because it's
you
one
might be
more
doing like
than
a greater than, or instead of like, or you might be doing like a less than and equal, or instead of a less than.
I think it should just be less than, but
Oh, sorry. Raycast queries, they aren't always colliding, even though you're checking the same every physics frame. Do you have the mask set up? Do you have collide with areas or collide with bodies enabled? Are you ignoring the wrong thing? Are you sure that the positions are set up correctly and not offset from the actual object? Because I think you have to use global position to global position.
I think I know what the issue is.
I believe you also need to... Do you need to reprovision, or not reprovision, that's not the right word. Do you need to reobtain a reference to the World 2D every frame? Or does it update? I don't know, actually. Oh god, you hope not? I don't know, actually. I have no clue. It has been a minute since I've worked with raycasting, so I don't remember if you need to reprovision that. I don't know why I said that again. Just not the right word. You need to be...
I think the issue is I was returning the setting the spawned enemy count.
Before you were...
Yeah, in between when it removes the egg and adds the new guy, so it would be down to 1 less than there actually was, and then it would spawn
Are you just
the
doing it at the
hashed
end of the
one.
function now?
Yes, now I'm just doing it at the end of the function.
Okay. So you're using global chords.
Oh, we just did 4
Nope.
again. Oh,
Okay,
it's still
I'm
going.
assuming you mean nope, as in you don't have to get the World 2D again.
Well, that broke something, because now there's just, like, infinite.
Uh-oh. Oops, all infinites. Where are you setting it?
Let's see.
Enemy info, spawn to egg count. is equal to spawn list dot size.
I also
looks. So
I also moved it. So originally I had this calling append spawn list, but now I'm just doing this here, so that way it's not setting it before it processes all of that. Although, no, that should be okay.
Yes.
Because I just don't want it to set it directly after doing this. So I think it's actually fine to have it like that.
Yes, sorry, Jose. I wanted to message you closer to a playtest. I mean, I can just fucking ask you the question I was going to ask you now, which was one of the things. So you do a lot of UX stuff, and I know that most of your UX stuff is like web focused. But I want to make sure that the UX of the game is as good as it possibly can be for people with like for accessibility reasons. Are there any features that you've ever played a game as a UX person and you're like, I wish this game had this, or that you don't really see games do? For example, I'm trying to think of one of the UX things that we're doing here. For the random generation for this, one of my plans that I would love to do is add as much customizability to the random generation so that you can use a seed to generate the same levels and the same layouts of things, but whenever you kill the enemies, they don't give the same drops. If you wanted to disable that, or the ability to skip cutscenes, or the ability for things like that, is there anything that you feel as a UX standpoint you're just like, games aren't doing this, and I wish they did? I need to tell this guy to be fired control don't. So I'm doing a couple of things that I think I don't like. I would like for you to be a little bit better. Which I think I can do here. What is super? What are we doing here? Oh, you. Yeah, you're fine. If discovered. Action. Paired up play. Oh god, that's not how I type that. Sorry. We'd have to think. The first thing that comes to mind is using more than just color to distinguish things like classes, abilities, etc., especially in card games. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. That's actually something I haven't thought of. So, for example,
now so we can make the different shaped diamonds things.
Yeah, that's literally what I was about to bring up. Was fuck, I got a compilation error because it's pissed about something. Hold on.
Same thing with the stickers. At some point, the gem sticker things, I want to give them slightly unique textures for each one.
Yeah.
So they might be similar shapes, but maybe one is scratched up, one's cracked or something, things like that.
Yeah. So right now our cards are only distinguished by name and what they look like. But yeah, you are right. So I think one thing that JW here had brought up was giving these diamonds a little bit more personality based on the type of card. So a weapon card would have a jagged diamond or something like that. This might be a heart or some sort of a shield or something to denote that it's a helpful card, and this would be an up arrow or some sort of upgrade thing, maybe a plus or something that would show that this is a utility card.
Thanks for the follow. Upside out.
Is that what you're thinking about, Jose, or is there something that you feel would be better for something like that? Everyone adds drag and drop, but they do so in a way that's not optional. You hate drag and drop. I think it's a feature that hurts accessibility. I get that. Yeah, I understand that. I think. Okay, let me ask you a question, DG. Let's say that there was, I guess no, drag and drop wouldn't be solved by this. I was gonna say, what if there was a game that had drag and drop and they solved it by adding the ability to hold shift and click it, and then it would move it across. But that wouldn't fix it, because if you wanted to reorganize it, you would still have to drag and drop it to the correct slot. So I guess you could click on it and then click somewhere else. But yeah, that's fair. I mean, I don't think we're doing drag and drop, as far as I can tell. I mean, we might, but I don't think we will. I don't think we're doing drag and drop.
So it's still doing
stuff like that.
It's calling removed twice, 2 different places.
Yeah. So Jose said, yeah, stuff like that. I would consider playing with the card borders as well. Maybe you could resize the card previews or change the position of them. The card previews. Oh, you mean like change the guys down here and move them somewhere else on the screen as an accessibility thing? Or do you mean, as it is right now, it should be changed? Or just have the option for them to change it? Also, JW, have you considered...
Oh, wait.
Potentially...
Oh,
okay.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. If you figured it out, that's fine.
No, I think I figured it out.
Not the
but, what were you gonna say?
We'll see if it's figured out first.
Oh, okay. Was it with this?
Yeah.
I think I had accidentally connected it in 2 different places.
Ah, okay.
Because I had originally connected it to just the...
Yeah. You're in signal hell right now. It looked like the enemy just died. But maybe there's 2 enemies down there? I can't tell.
Okay, just added 4. It shouldn't have added 4.
Yeah.
Something weird's going on. Okay. It's still at 4.
Yeah, no, I get you,
That's
DG.
right.
Yeah, no. It's definitely something that I'll keep in mind for sure. Because I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, surface levels. Well, surface level stuff is like important, you know.
So
the deeper level stuff is like that comes from playtesting, and then people being given a spot where they can answer whether or not something was intuitive. Like a lot of the UX stuff that has already happened in the game was because we put it in the hands of someone who doesn't play these types of games, and then they were like, man, I wish I could do this. And then we were like, dude, you're so right. But those are like very much functional things. Like right now, like before, the old card system was you would scroll and it would take the card from the back and put it to the front and then shift all the cards over, and whatever card is here is the one you were going to use. And the scroll would change which direction that goes. And then people were like, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a controller. So we added a radial menu. So whenever you hold down the button, you can like rotate your joystick to like select a card. That feels great on controller. Doesn't feel the most amazing on mouse. It's okay. Which is why I think some people actually do really like the ability to do it on mouse. But there's also now an option. You can use your scroll wheel to select a card, like pre-select it, and then if you just tap the button, it'll auto-use that card. And it'll leave the selection where it was so that you can, you know, kind of have your cards like that. Polish is important. You can't say maybe they can change a damage multiplier. You don't know the gameplay mechanics. Yeah, stuff like that is like definitely like a difficult one to think about. It's like obviously you want the game to be enjoyed by people. I don't really care as much if they're playing our vision of the game as much as I'm like, man, I hope these guys enjoy the game. I'm very much like the kind of person that is like, if they're enjoying the game, they're enjoying it. I don't really care if it's my version of the game. Like mods and stuff. Like I think those are imperative to gaming. So I don't know. So can I give you like an idea or
yeah, you can give me an idea.
So you're doing you're connecting kind of multiple things to the same place, and I don't know if that's what you want to do or if it can like lead to some issues.
Probably.
So my thoughts were maybe you could connect a signal for specifically whenever the egg dies, and specifically a signal for whenever the egg spawns a dude and dies, and specifically, so whenever the egg spawns a dude and dies, you can have a signal for that. And then also you can have a spot for whenever something gets killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So rather than having just a generic remove spawned list, you could have
Mhm.
like enemy killed passed in the node, and then you can also have like a egg hatched and pass that in.
That's a good idea, yeah.
Because then you have two different paths, and you can see if one of them is being called more often. Because right now, one of your two are being called more often, and you're like, I don't know which one it is or where. And I can tell you right now what you could do. Instead of doing... So do you know which one being called more?
Definitely the removed, I'm pretty sure.
So you could do... If you do want to just debug this the way it is, you can also do print stack to see where it's being called from. And it'll tell you the functions,
Okay.
like up the stack of where it's coming from.
Let me think. I'm gonna go ahead and try to do the multiple idea, then I'll if it's still not working, I'll try that.
Okay. Yeah, because I just think because they're very different ideas that kind of result in the same thing, but I think they're different enough that putting them into different functions makes sense.
Yeah.
I know what you're running into is like
yeah, it's
signals
like there's signals connected to different places. Cause yeah, I have it like connected here and here and here. Oh wait, this one shouldn't be connected at all.
I'll say yeah, good luck, Jose. Good luck. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by again. Wait, how do you type on multiple lines bit? You do Control D. That was him doing it, by the way. That's his screen. Unless not, are we in BitVision on your screen?
No.
That'd be funny if your stream was on BitVision for
that would be like really
30
funny.
minutes.
That's something I would do, but no, we're not.
Yeah, you can highlight like a variable, and you can hit Control D, and it'll select the next instance of that. I guess it's like the text, not specifically the variable. So you can run into an issue where like you have a variable named A, and when you hit Control D, it'll select like random words with A in it. But that will select a bunch of them. I think Godot has a multi-line editor, but I actually don't use it. I don't know what the button is for it. Do we have multi-line? Edit. Line. Folding, not folding. Oh, wait, there is a convert indent to tabs and spaces in Godot. I didn't know that. Alt-click. Wait, there's a fucking convert case shortcut? I didn't know that. Shift F4, Shift F5, and Shift F6 are uppercase, lowercase, and capitalize, respectively. So if I were to, like... Dude, okay, wait, that's actually, like, goated. I didn't know that. I'm gonna rebind that to something else, I think. I thought...
Oh, I didn't know you could alt-click to multi-select. Cool.
Dude, okay, this is one of the things that I actually really hate about Godot. Or it's... I hate this. It is not nearly enough to affect my usability of the engine, but I would love if this was a feature. So if I go into edit, there's a thing here that is convert to uppercase, convert to lowercase, and convert to capitals. However, I cannot do this anywhere else except for through these buttons or these shortcuts. I would love it if I could highlight something and do Control-Shift-P and then type in capital and then have that there. Because in Visual Studio Code, I can do that. I can highlight something. Capital. I guess what capitalize isn't it? It's uppercase. But like I can do transform to uppercase, and if I had a shortcut, it would show me that shortcut so I can learn the shortcut over time while still having like a list of things. If I don't remember what the shortcut is, I can just look it up. So that's, I don't know. I really wish we had that because there's a lot of things that the editor has that you don't. You can make an add-on to do that. Well, yeah, you can make an add-on, but it should be part of the engine. Anything you can do here should be a thing you can do through Control-Shift-P. Like, absolutely, I think so. Like, if I want to be able to close all the tabs, I can only close scene and open close scene. Make an issue? Maybe. Might. I'll put that on my to-do list for after stream. That will be make issue on Godot GitHub about parity between shortcuts and Control-Shift-P menu. Yeah. So there's a lot of command menu still kind of new, so yeah, it's true. I know. There's a lot of really cool things in the command palette. But yeah. It's cool. I also like Control-P because you can search up files in here. Although I do prefer my Visual Studio Code thing with Control-E. Yeah. Oh, are you leaving, DG? Good luck, good luck. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a good time in whatever you're doing. Discovered equals true. I'm gonna do like something absolutely terrible, I think. Is this true? Blank card. Or I guess... Stream. Fair enough. I appreciate it. I mean, it looks like you're in JW's chat, so maybe you're telling him he had played a good stream, and like mine was terrible, which is like fair. You know, you're totally valid for thinking that, because like you're kind of right.
I was thinking hard. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Thinking hard or hardly thinking?
Hardly thinking.
Position. Oh shit! I've got like a lot going on here. I think.
Me too.
This is doing a lot. You have the C# build button, a funny hammer sound effect. Holy shit. Gotta make it the Minecraft anvil sound. The tink tink tink.
True.
Okay, so you are like a problem, right? Good luck, okay. Thanks for stopping by as well. Actually, I think...
So it currently thinks that there's 3.
Currently thinks there's 3?
Yeah.
Are your print statements before or after the additions?
After.
They're all after, okay. Well, actually, except for egg hatched.
Yeah. So it adds 1. So these are 2 eggs. The first one hatches. Adds another one, and the second one hatches.
How am I setting this?
Why is it? Why are like some of these fire goober egg and then some of them are character body?
Because if there is one currently in the tree, it doesn't always, or it hasn't been in the tree yet. I don't think. Right?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, hatched character body 2D. It hasn't been put in the tree yet.
Okay. Could that?
Which is...
I don't think that would cause issues with this, would it?
It shouldn't, but I guess that's... You know what? That's actually a reason for something I said earlier then. There we go. Because I was talking about whether or not you should emit the signal after it's been spawned or before it's been spawned into the tree.
No.
And I guess that is a difference. Not that it makes it better or worse, but...
I think it's egg spawners. Are we going to do that? No. Egg handler.
Card holder to add child visual. What can I do? How are you?
It'd be funny if this like somehow fixed it.
It'd be so really fucking funny. I kind of hope it does. I kind of like really hope it does. What if my gut feeling was just right and that was the correct way to do it all along?
That would be really funny.
It would be so funny. Sorry, I'm watching his stream right now. I'm hoping.
It's 3.
Yeah, that one still says character body 2D.
Yep. I don't know why that 1 is character body 2D. So it...
What's controlling? Sorry, what's controlling the spawning code?
The hive.
The hive.
The egg,
in like
hive handling. No,
this isn't physics process. Oh wait, egg spawner.
Yeah.
Where's the spawn happening? Can you scroll up? Spawn egg. Where's spawn egg being run from?
Hive handling.
Hive handler. Okay. Wait, where's? Oh, you said spawn egg is where?
Spawn egg count.
No, but I don't.
It starts the timer and then it when the timer runs out, it spawns it. The spawn is in the animation. It's a call method track. So that way it syncs up with the animation.
I see. Okay, and then that method is spawn egg. Can you go back to that? Spawn egg. Yep. So. Oh. It might be that it's starting the animation. It's starting the timer for the animation, and then it's telling it to play the shoot animation while it doesn't have the full count of eggs, I think. So when the timer runs out, you should check the count before playing the animation.
Oh, okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
so we can just
there might be.
Just check the if.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's try that. See if that does anything.
I'm thinking it would. Sorry, what am I doing in here? Dude, I have been staring at this file for a year.
He's literally me.
Child enter tree on child enter.
Added one.
If notice card visual.
Added two. Hatched one.
Yeah. For child
added three. Hatched.
If child does not become node.
Oh hey, wait, look at that.
Yippee. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know why in the print
the
it's still saying 2. It's weird.
It's because you haven't added it to the list yet.
Oh,
go back
it's
to the
hatched.
Hatched. Yeah, you're printing it before you add it to the list of spawned guys.
Oh yeah. Where?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, so we should print this at the end.
Yeah.
Just run that just so I can tell exactly that it's doing it right.
Yeah, I think this works. I just key free everything that isn't that guy, which is probably fine potentially. Fucking knows. Knows I don't. What is shadow? Where are you getting shadow from? Shadow is an exported control. This is in display card holder. Which is shadow's this guy. Okay, yeah. Okay. And in description card, if visual gets set val.
Okay, let's get these guys hitboxes now.
Equals val. Visual equals val. If val. I guess if visual makes more sense, I can say card holder dot visual equals visual, and let's strongly type this because we use strong typing around here.
Yeah.
Last name card holder for now. Probably maybe name this. I really need to rewrite this. It's UI code.
True.
I think the visuals, it honestly might just be an issue with the visuals, which is why everything else is becoming a yellow system.
Mm-hmm.
I have a ping. Is it important? It is not. Okay. I feel mean saying that it's not important because it's a ping from a friend, but it's not like urgent. I guess urgent's the right word to use. So this sets the visual, and then whenever that gets added, I would also like to do card holder. Sorry, I can just do add child visual, and it should take care of it there.
Okay, theoretically, when I kill those, it should spawn more, but it's not spawning more. So something's not right.
It's not. Are you connecting the signal correctly? Because it doesn't. I don't see the print anymore.
Oh yeah, you're right, Emily. Spawner. No, it's in goober spawn. No, it's an egg spawner.
It's an egg spawner. Egg spawner, goober spawner.
Connect. Egg to
add card.
Egg hatched. Oh, we want to connect it to egg destroyed. Wait, no. Do we wanna? We wanna connect it to?
We'll find out. Dude, why does it keep doing that? Oh, the master audio bus is not set to -80, I see. Oh, what a slow fucking day for code. I feel like unbelievably unproductive, I won't lie to you.
I kind of feel like it, but I am getting stuff done, so that's good.
It's good for you. I'm very happy that you're getting stuff done.
Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm bad at that.
Yeah, no, I am so unbelievably slow today. It's actually
Now
insane.
you know what it feels like to be me.
Yeah, which is weird because I actually had a large amount of my medication today. Or like I had the correct amount, but you know, a large amount for sure. So that's all the cards. The issue is I need to make sure that this is revealing them. So if it is discovered, why are you not? I guess it's under Forge UI, isn't it? Yeah. Wait, what? Where am I? Yeah, it is under this guy, right? It's inventory grid. Yeah. Oh, you don't have it. What? Huh? What do you mean? Hello, happy Sunday. It's an okay Sunday.
Hello.
It's an alright Sunday.
Okay, yeah, something weird's happening. It's not decreasing the amount, and then... Wait, no. Oh, duh. Because I'm not setting the spawn. Decreasing the size, so I'm not setting it in that function. And then... Why is it calling hatched again, too? It should only call destroyed.
Are you connecting to the tree exiting signal for hatched somewhere?
Probably. So there.
How are you doing today, average Godot enjoyer? None of that worked. Oh, 14 debugger errors? Uh-oh. Can't add a child. Oh, what? Can't add child card pistol to card holder. Already has a parent card holder. You're a fucking liar, because I don't see you anywhere.
Where am I connecting hatched? Let's just go ahead and run it again and see what it does.
Can't add a child card pistol. Card holder. What stuff? Okay, dude. Whatever you say. Whatever you say, man. I'm just gonna restart the game and I'm gonna hope that it works from here. Oh, Lord. Yeah, okay, that didn't do anything. But no errors, I guess, which is probably not better, but... Yeah, you're not getting the correct thing, so why not? Why not? I feel bad that I'm working with UI stuff because this code is not great. And now I'm just kind of like trying to fumble around and figure out what's going wrong with this. You know?
It's still not working. The number still isn't going down. But maybe... Is maybe the object not the same as the one in the list somehow?
Well, what are you connecting that to? Sorry, so...
egg destroyed.
To the screen. Oh, yeah,
we're connecting that here.
Yes.
Connecting it to tree exiting.
So this is for the deleted
and binding
thing,
it to spawned enemy.
Spawned enemy, tree exiting, bind spawned enemy on egg destroyed object node. That is in the list, right? It's not.
Oh, wait a sec.
You're appending. Yeah, you're appending the wrong object there. Yep.
Yeah.
Oops, you found that one.
Spawned enemy.
Happens.
Yeah, look at that.
Okay. So back to my issue. What the f is wrong with you, dude? Why are you messed up? So card control is a new thing. At which point I can say this or something. Oh god.
I think that might have been our last problem.
Then add child card control, which means that you now have this, which does have card pistol. So what happens now? When does this die? Because there's a point where it dies, and I know that it happens because I saw it happen before. Is it because... I don't even know, man.
Look at that, you switched that another one.
Maybe... Card holder. Child doesn't equal node.
Something weird with the timer.
What is? Sorry?
If I... There was something weird where, like, when I killed the egg at just the right time, he, like, immediately spit on another one the second I killed it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Weird.
That can be tweaked easily, though.
Okay. Dope. Oh, because I don't have any cards, so of course it's not gonna spawn any cards in the forge. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you just don't have it, do you? What if I add this first and then do card visual equals this? Cool. The brick shows up and it mostly works. Somewhat works.
Yeah, I think I might want to implement some kind of cooldown after you kill... Like, if he's at the max number of enemies spawned and you kill one, there's a delay. Yeah. So that way, like, once you kill one, it doesn't, like, immediately spawn another one.
Yes, what you could do... is, How are you... Wait, how are you starting the timer? Sorry, what are you doing?
If...
Ah, okay. So you're doing it if it's less than that and the timer stopped. So what you could do is... start the timer... hold on. You said it instantly shot one?
Yeah, it might have been a bug of some kind. I don't know what happened.
It might have been like... Yeah, it might have been a weird thing. Honestly, what could have happened is... it's... The timer started because of the thing that you added on 27, the safeguard. So it would have not played the shoot animation because it was the last one, but then you killed the enemy and it ended up hitting that anyways.
Yeah.
One thing that you could do is if it reaches the max count, you can tell it to stop the timer. Also, you can have it so that it only starts the timer whenever the enemies die. So whenever there's an update rather than checking it every frame. But if you wanted the simplest solution, you can just add an else and then do spawn timer.stop.
Yeah, so it's about to do.
Yeah.
I think that's
a simple
okay.
solution.
Yeah, we love simple solutions.
Yeah.
Especially me, because I'm dumb. That's okay.
Simple.
Not so shrimple now.
So how the fuck does this work? What are you doing here? I don't know what this does.
I don't know either.
Set dynamic columns. Okay, I guess this isn't doing anything, right? Set dynamic columns.
It doesn't work, by the way. It just doesn't shoot anything.
Oh, because you're doing and spawn timer is stopped. You can just get rid of the... well...
that would work.
Think about it for a second.
Actually, I don't know why it's not working. I feel like it should.
Well, what's happening is your first if check is checking if it's less than the amount and the timer is stopped. And if it is, it starts it. So it starts the timer, and then it runs it again. And yeah, you're still less than the max egg count, but the timer's no longer stopped, so it hits the else block.
Okay.
So you could...
Should I just separate them out into two separate ifs?
Yeah, I would do something like that. I would probably do like a... I would probably do a safeguard if first. I would probably do if spawned egg count is greater than or equal to max eggs, spawn timer.stop, and then return. And then past that if check, I would check if, because we know now that it would be valid to spawn, I would see if it stopped to start it.
So
Does
like,
that makes sense, what I just said? Or
keep it like this, and then this backwards.
yeah. Greater than or equal to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you would tell the timer to stop. And a return after that as well, so that it doesn't do the rest of the function. And then now here you know that it's going to be less than, so you can get rid of that if check there and just have spawn timer is stopped. And then that should be good, I think.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put you on screen. I gotta go use the bathroom.
Okay.
I
See
hope
if it
you're
works now.
Wait.
Yay,
yeah.
I see egg. It's one. Oh, whoa, meow as. I know the stream is not over. Biddy's just stepping out for a minute. We might wrap up soon though. I need to eat dinner. Okay, it looks like it's working now. So it's spawning 3 enemies at most. If I kill them, it'll spawn more. It's magic. And I wrote this all myself. I'm good, dude. Actually, I think when you hit that guy, it should like stun him so he can't shoot out enemies for longer. So if you hit him, he can't spawn enemies. Just do that straight from the health component. Guess actually we could just connect it directly to the timer. It might be a little gross, but I don't care.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello. I
Hello, Moaz.
am connecting the the health component to the timer so that when the enemy hive guy takes damage, it resets the timer, so he can't like spawn eggs while getting hit.
Okay.
Because I just had a thing where I was like, I was hitting him, and then like I killed him, and right as I killed him, like an egg popped out. It was really awkward. I didn't like it, so.
Taco.
I think we should do that.
Okay. We'll have to play it, because there could be a chance that it could be like too weak. Like he could just be like absolute shit.
Yeah.
Right, you didn't unbind the argument, did you?
What?
Did you unbind the argument?
What argument?
Do you have any errors in the debugger?
Oh yeah,
You do. Yeah, because there's a timer.stop doesn't have a thing, but that emits an attack.
Okay.
How's it going, Moaz? How are you doing?
Is there a way to like change that?
Hmm?
Because I just connected
you
it
can,
directly to the timer.
Yeah, right-click edit the thing, the signal.
Oh, you can edit it. Okay.
Yeah, unbind signal arguments, change that to 1.
I'm so smart.
What movie did you watch? What the hell? Moaz watches movies?
Bro, think you know the lion.
I don't... Oh, sorry, what is this? You're literally Northern Lion. You are not Northern Lion.
Okay, it
bro.
does not appear to be working.
It does or doesn't?
It doesn't.
Doesn't. So you've got more debugger errors before you go anywhere else. Expected. Did it not actually unbind it? But didn't.
Oh wait, no,
I
I
have to
wasn't on
remove
the
that and then-
component.
Oh. Yeah, now it says unbind.
I think I might have done it on the wrong one.
Yeah. You're literally Northern Lion. What movie did you watch? And did you write a review on Letterboxd
Probably the
about
Minecraft
it?
movie.
Yeah, I think it might be. That sounds like a Moaz type of movie.
I might wrap up soon, by the way. I'm getting hungry. I need to eat dinner.
God, there's a fucking bug. I might too. I am very disgustingly slow right now.
There we go. It's working now.
Nice. I feel like I got absolutely nothing done today. And it's making me angry.
And I'll probably want to make some kind of indicator for that at some point of like, oh, he's taking damage. He can't spawn
Who
things.
is calling this? Who is calling this? Where are you being called? You shouldn't be getting called at all. You aren't. You absolute liar. Also, I don't want this to have dynamic columns. I'm
Hop on
sorry,
Slippy.
you're gone.
No.
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 Yeah, you're
Hop on Rivals too. Oh wait, you don't have it. Take that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So true. You got killed.
Anything else I want to do? I'm trying to think. It's pretty good. I just need to make the goober work.
Oh, did you see the boy kisser thing, by the way?
Oh, yeah. That is the thing that happened.
The what? Oh, you haven't seen the boy kisser?
You haven't seen it, no.
Good thing I added it to a scene. I should call it boy kisser. I did. We'll put him over here. Oh, you have seen it? Okay. Well, then why'd you say the what?
The what? The what? The ga? The huh?
Uh-huh. Oh shit, it turns into a bunch of boy kissers right now. I forgot that that was the outcome. I forgot it was not the version that doesn't turn into that. There we go.
It's
Yeah, that guy.
beautiful.
Yeah, that thing. I wonder if it does it with other attacks.
No, they're not rigid bodies, so it wouldn't. You didn't miss
Did
much.
you miss? You didn't miss anything. Don't worry. That's not a rigid body?
It is. It's just not on the
Well, then why the
same
fuck-
layer.
It should be. Is it not?
I don't know.
I opened the script. Sorry, pumpkinbomb.tscn. Oh, he's not on layer 2. I see. Oh, I have to restart the game. Maybe. Yeah, you didn't miss anything, Nasios. Don't worry. Nothing.
You didn't miss
here.
anything.
Yeah, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Tragic. Yeah. Yeah. It's the first boss of the game, by the way. Spoilers.
Ah, programmers, man.
Dude, secret boss, Dante Kisser.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Oh my god, what am I doing, dude? I'm like losing my fucking mind over here. I got something to work at least.
Me too.
Boy Kissers when it becomes autumn/spooky month. So true. I don't even know what that means in the context of the Boy Kisser just disintegrating, but yay, the cards are like there. The game doesn't pause in the background, but that's fine, I guess. They also
It also
have...
does no world environment.
Yeah, there's a thing there. There's no world environment?
Mm-mm.
Does this have a world environment? Why does this have a
Somehow.
world environment?
Yeah, I don't know how it works. Oh, it's
you on a different
probably
layer?
the like layering, yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, now it has a world environment, but now I can't interact with it because it's not on a high enough layer. There we go. There's a couple
Strongly
things that I
considering
actually-
just chugging a monster and seeing if it helps me be productive today. It won't, but it'll
It
taste
won't.
good.
It won't help you at all. Trust
And now
me.
I want a monster. They're mean.
My shirt.
Monster.
Why? Does this have clip
Literally
children
me.
on? No. Does this have clip children on? No. I just add like an extra margin on the top of like 100 pixels so that it doesn't clip. Yep. I can. That doesn't look particularly good though, so maybe like somewhere in the middle. Like 75. Yeah, that works.
Yeah, that actually looks good.
So then I'd be able to click on one of the cards and it would pull up the sticker menu over here. Dude, I'm like, oh my god.
He's rotating stickers in his head.
I'm not. That's the
Oh.
problem. Not a damn sticker showing up in my head.
Oh.
Here's what I wrote down today. I was like, here are some things that I could maybe do on stream. Stream June 29th. Table interaction. Ask which card to upgrade. Pop UI with selection of stickers, apply upgrade, or random generation. I don't know why I thought I'd be able to do random generation today. Maybe, actually, you know, I probably would have had a better chance doing random generation because the code for the card visual was like ass cheeks. So.
True.
True. So maybe this would be better. God, does it feel like a slog today, though? My graphics drivers might be faulty. My brain is faulty as fuck right now. Look at all these cards, dude. Why are there
Have you
so
tried
many?
buying a new PC?
I know, there's so many. It's because it's adding them every time. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, if I could. Add cards. Add cards, please. Cards, array of card instance. For seed children. Seed. I don't know what the fuck I'm writing. I wish there was like a queue free all children method in Godot. I've said this like many times and I'll say it again. I really do wish there was. It would be so nice. It'd be like a nice quality of life thing.
Add cards. Moaz says.
Add cards? Did I call it add cards? I didn't. Me when I'm a liar?
True.
Goober.
Goober dash.
Goober dash.
Goober dash.
Okay, cool. Yippee. Sorry, that was a delayed message. You're a delayed message.
Me when I'm in
There's
Egypt.
a sticker one. I should. Why don't I just... No, we're stupid. We have methods for a reason. That way this doesn't pop the error anymore. Oh, hello. Oh, I guess it's not going to pop an error because there were so many cards there. There were like 3 cards stuck on top of each other. Really cool. Very dope. Target object free before starting a boarding tweener. Yeah, okay. I know where you're coming from. Don't worry. Whoa, it has the sticker on it, and then you can click it, and it does nothing. Oh my god. You know what I mean? Do I like write something that makes sense here? Or do I like write... Do I just make this a button? Do I just make this a button that you can click on? I could, and I make it a button, and then whenever you click on it, it does something.
You could.
Okay, I think I'm done.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm being any more productive. Oh my god, you're like pissing me off, dude. And function reveal in card compendium on visibility changed. What are you even talking about, dude? What are you even talking about, dude? Is it this? Are we getting errors here? How do I close this? Open it, close it, open this. No, I don't even know, man. Yeah, no, I think I'm done with streaming today. I think I'm not getting anything more useful done. I want to rewrite this before the stream on Tuesday, I think. Because I am not happy with the system at all. Not specifically the system. The card visual code needs to change.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm a bit fried too.
Yeah, I'm fried as fuck right now.
Fried cat.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Sorry the stream was not super productive, but that's okay.
Yeah, I got a good bit done. I'm just tired.
Well, it was productive. It was productive on my left monitor. My middle monitor was not very productive. But yeah, I will catch you guys on Tuesday. We're gonna keep streaming on like this time minus 15 minutes. So 6:30 EST on Tuesday, Thursday. And then yeah.
Good night.
Is there anything else that
I think
we
that's
said,
about
or is
it.
it just good night?
Yeah, it's
All
good
right,
night.
good night, people. Thanks for hanging